We gotta see if we're live. Gotta see if we're live. Maybe we are. Not yet. Okay. Woo! But we're live on Twitch. I don't know if we're live everywhere else. We gotta wait for everything to get going. Hold up. It's not started yet. Come on, it needs to actually start going on my YouTube. Let's go so we can react to this. Let's go so we can react to this. Let's go so we... Okay, here we go. We are live. We are live. Yo, Felipe, looking really suspect right now. We are up. We are here. Nintendo Switch 2 live reaction reveal. Let's go. Nintendo dropped it at 5 a.m. Nate the Hate was right. You guys were wrong. Yes, you, Felipe, you. You were wrong. And all of you guys in here doubting Nate the Hate, you were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. Oh my goodness. Shout outs to 7th Hokage. We are going to be reacting to this and we're going to be watching it over and over and over and over tonight. And I'm so sorry for my wife and my kid having to hear me yell at 5 a.m. Big love to 7th Hokage. We're going to get right into the reaction. We're going to get right into the reaction live. Sorry about that, guys. I think my camera's all messed up. Here we go. Oh, actually, no, that's the wrong reaction. Hold up. Give me a second here, guys. Let's see here. Okay. No, that's also the wrong reaction, too. Oh man, I should have set this up a little bit better. Where was
valuable items?
Here we go. Hold up. All right, yeah, here we go. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's the one that I'm looking for, baby. Big love, 7th Hokage. I appreciate that. Let's get it going. We're gonna react right now, boys and girls. We're gonna react right now. An update from Nintendo. That's the standard Switch. That's the standard Switch. Okay. The transformation. Woo! Oh! The added buttons. The added features. The kickstand. It jumps. Joy-Con, boom. The C button, bigger. The orange. The blue. Oh, the music. ABXY. Is it skating? Attaching? Woo! 2. Nintendo Switch 2. The same logo, too. Nintendo Switch 2. Woo! Let's go! Mario Kart! Let's go, party man! Mario Kart! Mario Kart in the house! Woo! Oh, that's a whole new Mario Kart 2. 2025. We don't know when. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Let's pause right there. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared probably like Labo and stuff like that. But yep, you can play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You can play all that. Like I said, digital and physical. We got a new Mario Kart. Oh! Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2, April 2nd, 2025. April 2nd. Series of hands-on events around the world. More details. Okay, hands-on events, so there's experiences. Okay. So, very much like I said, one, digital plus physical. That's something that I knew was going to happen. Sorry, my green screen jacks up whenever there's like a red screen. It messes it up. So I knew that. I said that there's at least going to be something shown. Like, they showed a new Mario Kart game, so that's good. That looks like it might be a launch title. Looks like they might be launching with Mario Kart. Maybe. I mean, if they were going to show Mario Kart, it looks like they might be launching with Mario Kart. So, hands-on experience. Play Switch 1, Switch 2 games. Obviously, they didn't show more of the features, but that'll come at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April. So we got about a little bit less than 3 months. So a little bit less than 3 months, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April, which is perfect. It gives everybody enough time to get everything ready, to get anything that you need to get sorted out, get that situated, get that set, get that ready to go so you can. And I'm really happy because I thought maybe they do something in February, but I'm so happy because I got a bunch of crap happening in February. So I'm very, very excited about that. We're going to watch it again. We're going to try to look for any hidden details. There's definitely a C button on there. There's definitely, Vito. It was right underneath the button there. So there's definitely a button on there. I don't know if it was C on there, but it was definitely an extra button. Nate, it called me. You guys, that's why you guys were all acting crazy towards Nate. I'm like, you guys are freaking dumb. Some of you guys were acting hella dumb for no reason. So that's why I said when people said, oh, do you believe Nate? I'm like, we got to wait till tomorrow. We got to wait till tomorrow. Because I believe Nate. Nate wouldn't say that unless he was sure. I don't know if they'll sell out quickly because I don't know what stock they're going to have. So I'm hoping that it doesn't sell out quickly. I'm hoping that there's enough stock for people to be able to buy it. Let's see here. It's April Fool's. I checked on Nintendo's channels too. It's April Fool's. It's not. It's literally on their official channel. Oh, I thought you said April Fools, not April, folks. Okay. Yeah, April 2nd. Gotta wait till April. That's cool. No, that's good. Gives us plenty of time. No, I'm very happy that we got it. April's fine. Perfect. It's my birthday month. We can all plan it. We can get everything ready. We can play the games that are coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's perfect. Perfect. Birthday month. Perfect time to get everything set. Get any vacations. Get everything that you need out of the way. It's perfect. Perfect. Says some games backwards compatible. It says pretty much all games are backwards compatible. There's some games that won't be because it'll be like Labo or stuff like that, like where it might not be supported. But pretty much every game's going to be able to be played. Birthday month too, gonna have to look into the test experience. Oh yeah. Oh, that Mario Party Man is so happy for that Mario Kart. It's not released in April. There's a Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2 in April. So they'll give us more details, more information then. So it's not released in April. There's a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April. Very much like Switch 1, where, they just showed us the system and a little bit of the games or a game, a little bit of information, and then later they'll give us the full rundown in April. So like right there. Then there's going to be hands-on events too. So basically, let me scroll back. So yeah, there's going to be a Direct on April 2nd. And then at that Direct on April 2nd, they're going to give us a lot more details. They'll probably give us the price, the pre-orders will start, all that information, like more games. They'll probably have a lot more games to be shown. So it's very much like Switch 1. They're essentially the same as Switch 1, but just move the timeline. Just move it a little bit more forward. So I'm guessing that it's going to be an April or Nintendo Direct. It's going to be about 2 months afterwards. So I'm guessing that the system's going to launch April, June. I'm gonna guess June because last time it was January, then it launched in March. So they gave them 2 months. So I'm guessing the system's going to launch in June. They're going to have hands-on. So they probably want people to get their hands on for like summer and all that, kids getting out of school. So it definitely seems like it's going to be a June release. So yeah. Shout outs to, oh my gosh, hold up. Let me see here. I'm sorry. The notifications are popping off. Let me replay these. Hold up. Here we go. Yo, my man Dre with the $100. And he says, pardon my French, but Nintendo bleeping wins. Rest in piss, Sony and Microsoft. Nintendo is king of gaming. Eat a dog turd. Son, what is up? I'm reading it because it's $100. I appreciate the dono. What's What you mean, bro? What's this gotta do with Microsoft and Sony? Also, big love to Minato Mario with the $3. Bro, that mouse feature's a game. I don't know if the mouse feature's a game changer.
Switch 2 will fail. Videos incoming in 3, 2.
Nah, I don't
1.
think Switch 2 videos will fail incoming.
But I bet some will flip over with that. Some Switch game may not be compatible. And say, of course, Nintendo is pulling a Nintendo lol.
Nah, they just mean stuff like Labo, like certain games that that doesn't support the actual, you know, like the actual device that you used it for. But they showed Super Mario Bros. Wonder, so pretty much any normal game is gonna work. They're talking about stuff like Labo, Toy-Con, things like that, right? That's probably what they mean with that. So, but no, if Mario Wonder works, that means pretty much every game is gonna work. So nah, they're good. That's why Nintendo did something very smart. This right here is smart. Nintendo plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Asterisk, Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital. For the dumbasses like, you know, no offense, but for guys like Tom Warren, who was sitting there who don't know what Nintendo Switch software means, they gotta explain it to them, which, once again, is smart, because now it eliminates that type of, you know, stuff out there for people that are trying to just get clickbait that don't really know anything about Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's but I'm just saying for people who, you know, that are trying to like sit there and make arguments online. Like I have people coming at me all over the place saying that, oh, you're shilling that it doesn't say physical. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. So that's the only reason why I went a little bit aggressive there. But I didn't mean like Tom Warren himself. I meant just like the people that were acting crazy towards me when I told them that Nintendo Switch software means both. When I told them they're going to do backwards compatibility because that makes sense for them to do backwards compatibility. It didn't make sense for them to do backwards compatibility with the Wii U to Switch because the Wii U plays optical discs and the Switch is a cartridge-based system and the Wii U failed. Like, they're not going to be sitting here making the same thing. The Switch is a completely different format, medium, graphics, whatever. They're going to do something completely different. With the Switch 1 to Switch 2, it's the same concept. Very much like Nintendo DS to 3DS, or very much like Game Boy to Game Boy Advance. So yeah, you're going to have backwards compatibility with that. Even like the GameCube to the Wii U, or sorry, GameCube to the Wii, or Wii to the Wii U. But with this one, I knew that it was going to be backwards compatible. I knew that it was going to be able to do all of that because it made sense financially and it made sense technological wise. It made sense. So that's why they also put it right there and said, look, they put two separate systems. This was an incredibly smart trailer. Because it gets rid of is it a new system? Like, it gets rid of all that nonsense. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a 2-minute trailer, but I'm almost positive Nintendo spent like a million hours on this 2-minute trailer because they checked almost every single box. You can't sit there and say that you're confused, that you don't know what it is. Let's start from the top. We're going to watch it again, and then we'll kind of break it down step by step. Big love to Video Power Gaming with the $10. Let me read your super chats. Hey, OJ, I just got on. Did Nintendo already officially drop the release announcement? Appreciate the content. Yes, they did. That's why it's announced. Yes. We're going to watch it right now for those who just came in. We're going to watch it again. Yeah, people got egg on their face now. VC was one of them. VC, I'm coming after you, brother. Had a lot of you guys coming in here bashing the GOAT Nate. Bashing Nate for no reason. Don't delete that tweet, VC. Don't delete that tweet. I'm coming for you, brother. Mario Kart Party, man. Mario Kart. There's the trailer 2025 once again. Mario Kart coming. Probably a launch title now at this point. Once again, for those who are just coming in, play Switch 1 and Switch 2 games. Some games, like probably Labo, like I said before, that's not going to work on there. Or not be supported or fully compatible. So probably like Labo. That's what they mean there. Man, crazy stuff. We're gonna put it on repeat for the people who are just coming through. Nintendo just announced the Nintendo Switch 2. So officially. So we are reacting to it right now. All right, I'm gonna see if I can spot some little details here and there. It's pretty much exactly like, if you guys have stuff that you can spot, let me know. Let me know if there's any details that you guys want me to point out or that you guys can spot. So obviously the kickstand, people keep on saying there's no C button. Let's take a look. What's that button right there? That's literally the button right there. It's not a C button, but it's literally the same button. That's the button under, it's that button right there. So why do you keep saying there's no, I mean, yeah, there's no, it looks like there's no C on there. They probably removed the C. If anything, they probably removed it. They didn't want you to know that it says C on there. They probably removed it. But that's literally the button right there. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Thanks for the coverage, friend. I like your Switch 2 coverage most of all on YouTube. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs, dude. Thank you for the big love to Dre, man. Thank you for the $100 dono from Dre. Appreciate that. He said it's over for Microsoft and Sony. Steam Deck boys. Steam Deck boys in trouble. Steam Deck guys in trouble. They're saying Steam Deck taking over on Twitter, man. Steam Deck taking over the world. Uh-oh. ROG Ally taking over the world, right? Like, nobody cares about ROG Ally no more, bro. I'm telling you. I'll tell you right now that the Switch 2 has already outsold the ROG, every single ROG Ally in the world by 10. Thank you for another $10 dono. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Power, Video Power Gaming with the tune-in tier pledge as well. The C button's right there, though, boys. Steam Deck 2 announcement. Bro, I don't know. A new Switch 2 with Mario Kart? That's already more appealing than a Steam Deck 2. You might get the Steam Deck 2 so you can play. So I don't know if they do the emulation for Mario Kart. Maybe people do that. I'll take my L from back in mid 2024 when I said I don't think Switch 2 was gonna be the name. Of course you took the L. House Gang. Future Millionaire with the $2 says, as far as I can see, everything from the leaks exterior for the Switch 2 is there. Pretty much, yeah, all the leaks were correct. The Joy-Con leaks, the Switch itself, the bezel's thin. So there's the C button right there. They just removed the C. They removed the C on there because they didn't want it as a spoiler. They just removed that. OJ the GOAT. So the CS leaks were correct. Incorrect. The CES leaks were not, those were models. That was not an actual Nintendo Switch 2. At CES, it was essentially a dummy model. It was not the actual Nintendo Switch 2. So that's incorrect in terms of CES. Incorrect. The specifications and the size of it, yes, that was correct. But that information was already leaked before CES. The only people at CES, all they did was show off their third-party accessories based off of those leaked specifications that they heard about. So no, the actual models that they brought, those were not correct. Those were not Nintendo Switch 2 systems. However, the specifications of the Nintendo Switch 2, which was leaked before CES, were actually absolutely correct. So yeah, a little bit of an adjustment on there. Justin with the $3. Crazy it happened. Yeah, and I'm so glad. I'm feeling so much better today. I'm feeling so much better today, which is good. Which is good. I'm so happy about that. Mlado with the dollar dono and says, nah, the Steam Deck fanboys will flip-flop, say they're excited for Switch 2, but once the honeymoon period is over, once the Steam Deck 2 gets revealed, the Steam Deck fanboys will say Steam Deck 2 will kill Switch. Yeah, I doubt it. Not with Mario Kart at launch. Nintendo's not playing around because check this out, guys. We're going to go right here. Like, here's why I say they're not playing around. One, you got the Nintendo Switch 2 name. A lot of people were plotting on the downfall saying Nintendo's going to botch it by calling it something stupid. I had people in my stream saying that they were going to call it something stupid all the time. Literally, like, all the time. People were saying Nintendo's dumb, they're stubborn, they're stoic, they're stupid. They're gonna mess that up. They're gonna make it something else. So that's what these people were trying to do the whole time. I'm saying, nah, they're probably not. Based off of what I heard, no. Oh, you're a shill, you're this, you're that. Okay, let's wait and see. Even yesterday, they're like, Corey was being nice about it, but somebody came in and said they're gonna call it New Nintendo Switch. I'm like, let's bet $50 right now that they don't call it that. That I never saw that dude type again. Corey put up the $50 for him, but obviously I was right. They called it Nintendo Switch 2, which I felt that they were gonna call it, that. After the leaks came out, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna call it that. But people were still saying no, they're gonna do that. They said, oh no, they're not gonna have any big games like at the event. I'm like, no, they're gonna show something on the screen. They gotta show at least something on the screen. They showed Mario Kart. I mean, like, that's multiple W's right there, boys and girls. Multiple W's. So it's like, it's definitely sleeker. It's got a black kind of like look to it. The C button's right there. They just simply removed the C from it to not have spoilers. But the C button's right there. I don't know why people are saying the C button's not there. The C button's right there. Let's see here. Mr. L says, Nate will live. Yeah, people were acting crazy on Twitter. And I don't know why people were acting crazy on Twitter. So yeah. So it was definitely good to see this. So here's Mario Kart. So you can tell that it's a new Mario. That's a brand new stage right there. Brand new Mario Kart. You can tell the fidelity looking okay so far. And the dock. Hold up, the dock. So this is one of the things that they said with the dock. The dock was going to be, what's it called? Like, it's going to show more than what you see on the Switch 1. So yeah, it shows a little bit more. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be some updates, or there's going to be some community features that are shown across the top right here. Otherwise, or they're just trying to make sure that the dock is, just it looks different, but it's a bit more rounded than, I got a Nintendo Switch OLED dock, and the OLED dock is a bit more rounded than the regular dock. So they basically look for more of a sleek design that fits the top of it. I would have liked to see, maybe, if there's one thing that I thought they could have done, and maybe they'll do later, is put the blue trim, put that in between right here. Maybe they don't want the buttons to start maybe rubbing off or getting discolored, so maybe that's the reason why, like after repeated presses. But it would have been nice for a little touch on the buttons of here and here. Maybe that would, like, the little orange, then boom, little orange, or maybe even a little bit of the trim, but once again, that's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. That doesn't really matter. So yeah. But anyway, all right, let's continue on. I'm gonna read more comments. Sony number one, but a big W for big Nintendo. Sony number one at what? It's okay, AO Trill. I know right now you upset. You upset right now, and I got you, man. It's okay to feel that way. When something that comes out and it looks lit, you gotta feel a certain way. It's okay. You can cry on my shoulder, man. I got you. April 2nd, Nintendo Direct. Let's go over it again. We gotta go over this many times. Y'all let me know about stuff that you guys see in the chat. If you guys want me to pause, let me know where you guys want me to pause. Creosan Bomb says, can't wait to play Balatro on this. Balatro. Ubisoft commented on Nintendo tweet, think third parties will start announcing before the Direct. They'll probably start saying some stuff. I don't know about like a lot of stuff, but they'll probably start saying some stuff, yeah. Shout outs to Creosan Bomb.
Nate the Hate. Vindicated.
Victory! Johnny Drama! Victory! Alright, let's get through some super chats right now, and then we'll get back to the video. Shout outs to Super Christian with the $3. Creosan Bomb with the 2. Chartar with the 5 says finally a black Switch. All of those skating Joy-Cons may indicate the mouse functionality Oh yeah, okay, yeah, good. That's why I wanted you guys to point out some of the stuff that you guys see. That's true. The mouse functionality. Let's find that part in particular that he talks about. So yeah, the mouse exactly like the skate. I'm like, oh yeah, the skate. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna get the next comment from Darm. But let me read off because what you said right there is definitely that. See, like right there. Okay, hold on. Right there, where they go. Boom. Okay. Boom. And then, yep. As like a mouse. Yep. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is right there. Good catch. Very good catch from Charitar. Thank you for the $5. Also, Darm X with the 10 says, I'm at my job right now, not being able to pre-order, but here's your money. Kudos from Rogue Ninja. Just put the money in the bag. Put the money in the bag. Shout outs to Darm X, man. Have a good day at work, brother. Pre-orders probably won't start till April. I'm pretty sure April will be when pre-orders start. DeAndre with the $2 says, I literally just woke up 10 minutes ago. Glad to be here in the morning. Yes, glad to be here. How comfy is it as a mouse? I mean, it's probably not going to be as good as like a regular, like good mouse, but it'll probably be like a situational thing that you use. But I mean, it's probably not super comfortable, but maybe they'll make grips to make it a little bit better if you're using mouse mode, you know? Probably for like, I would guess that Mario Maker is going to get patched to use that functionality. Mario Maker, what else? Any like RTS, even something like Fire Emblem 3 Houses or Engage, that could use a mouse feature. Probably get some patches for that. I mean, like, if they were very cognizant to say that you can play Switch 1 games that they'll work. So I'm guessing that that's going to be a big appeal, is like, yo, you buy the Nintendo Switch 2, you have an instant back library. This is going to be huge because if third-party developers and Nintendo release updates and patches, think about Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, like a complete edition or something like that, or be able to go back to that game. Like, I stopped playing the DLC because that game just had, like, the frame rate in the DLC just sometimes even got worse. So imagine having something like that, you know? That is a huge benefit at the launch of a system. And the funniest thing is that Nintendo's issues with Switch 1 almost become a benefit for Switch 2 if third-party developers and Nintendo actually patch some of the games. That could be a brand new game for many people. Oh, I didn't play X, Y, or Z game because of this, and this. If those get a patch or an update later, that's instant back catalog. That's instant launch games or whatever for you to play on the Switch 2. So it makes sense. Like I said, the crappiness was bad, but it makes sense.
Are Joy-Cons magnetic? What is that housing design?
Yes.
Hope the integrity is good on it.
I would think that the integrity would be good on it to have a clip instead of a rail system. A clip to me seems like it would lock in better. Like I don't know if you know about magnets, but magnets, especially modern day magnets, are very good. So a rail system, obviously rail systems aren't bad, but it also provides a little bit of like wiggle room, right? Clipping on or attaching to something definitely is a little bit better than a rail system, in my opinion, at least. From what I've researched, we actually had a stream on this a while ago, Creosin. So, I mean, it's an evolution of the Joy-Con. So I'm guessing they put a ton of time and money and effort into researching what would be a better system for it. And these ones are probably going to have the Hall effect as well. I get a lot of people asking about, oh, what about Joy-Con drift? Nintendo patented Hall effect sticks. So I'm guessing these new Joy-Cons, one, aren't going to be cheap. They're going to be expensive. So expect $89.99, maybe even $100 for these Joy-Cons. Probably they're going to be expensive. I think they're going to, unless somehow Nintendo was able to subsidize the cost. But yeah, I'd expect them to be a little bit more pricier. But I think that the quality of them are going to be better. After the lawsuits and everything that they went through with Switch 1, I'm guessing that, yeah, that they're going to do that. So the mouse thing, use your own table, touchscreen pad, essentially. Yeah, like, so if you're playing at a desk or something like that, you'll be able to have it. So yeah. I did not play Age of Calamity because the subpar frame rate. I'll definitely play it. Well, they need to release a patch. So, I mean, although Age of Calamity has an uncapped frame rate, so it might automatically just be better. Okay. Chupa has another good comment here. He says, not sure if you saw, but the new Mario Kart seems to be up to 24 players. Okay, let's take a look at that. Up to 24 players? That's the horsepower, right? Okay, so where did you catch 24 players? Let's take a look. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, where did you see? Okay, can you help me where it says 24? Okay, maybe right here. Okay, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I counted 18. Maybe I can't count.
Hey, fellas.
But there's definitely a lot of players.
In your pockets.
Creosoban with the 3.
Bye-bye to my Satisfy grips on this bigger Joy-Con. Gotta wait for them to make another version for this.
They've already confirmed that there's going to be a new Satisfy grip for the Switch. You can actually pre-order it already. So it's already, you can pre-order it already. So it's already available. So yes, there will be another Satisfy grip, Creosin. Yes. Mr. D Hayes with the $4.99 and says, I thought I'm going to be able to play WWE that came out 7 years later. I don't know about that. I don't know if they're going to patch that piece of crap. J2 Country returns with the $5. All the people doubting Nate will be eating crow burgers for lunch today. I'm expecting them to be deleting their tweets. Deleting their tweets. The tweetest deletus will be in the yeetus. The tweetest deletus will be yeetus. Will the tweetest deletus come to yeetus? Okay, we'll have to wait and see on that one, J2. But definitely there's going to be some tweetest deletus. There's definitely going to be some tweetest deletus in this piece. I would expect there to be tweetest deletus. You guys let me know. I need my ninjas out there looking for the deletus. I need you guys on the spot looking on Nate's pages. I need screenshots. I need screenshots. I need this. We need the tweetest deletus right now. We're not letting nobody slide. We ain't letting nobody slide. Tweetest deletus must be locked in and loaded. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Satisfy grip for the waiting ergonomic version of these Joy-Cons. Felipe, I should time you out for the rest of this whole stream. You should not be allowed to talk after all the ish that you talked yesterday. After all the crap that you talked yesterday, you should not. You lucky I'm allowing you because I think you got a gifted membership or whatever. You lucky I'm allowing you to be in my presence today. You lucky I'm allowing you to be in my presence. We're going to definitely do some giveaways. We're definitely going to do some huge giveaways, Dre. Shout outs to Andre Wine. Big love, brother. Appreciate you. Big love. The bezels look a little big during the Mario Kart gameplay. Let's take a look. That's not the actual, they made it, I don't know what they did. They made it bigger than it is because the bezel looks way smaller on here. So here's the actual bezel. It's like that. So I don't know what they did. They must have cut it for some reason or did something, but I'm guessing in the full release it won't be that big. But that's the screen. So that's the actual screen though. So yeah, I don't think it'll be that big once you play the game. Because it's right there. I doubt it's that big in terms of the bezel. Shout outs to Mako Marcy with the $1.99 says curious, the black dot next to the volume button. The black dot next to the volume button. All right, let's take a look here. Black dot next to the volume button. Did you quit the Spawncast? No, I didn't. I just can't go because they changed the date. All right, let's take a look. The black button next to the... All right, which button are you talking about? Next to the volume button. Okay, that's not the volume button. That's the bottom of it. All right, the black, that's the power. That's the volume. You mean this right here? I think that's a headphone jack, right? Or that's maybe like a connectivity. It's like a Wi-Fi connectivity or like a Bluetooth. Yeah, it's like it's probably like a Bluetooth connectivity. That's what I'm guessing. It's like Bluetooth or like wireless connectivity. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe a light sensor, a mic, maybe. I don't know. I think it's actually like a Wi-Fi thingy. Lampstar with the $4.99 says Nintendo Prime gonna be overtime in the next couple months. Can I get a big whoa? Yeah, we gotta get a big whoa. Where do you buy? You can't buy it right now. Like, there's gonna be a big Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in April 2nd, and I'm so happy that it's skipping February and all that because I've got all sorts of like court stuff that I got to do in February. like a lot of stuff. So I'm super happy that it's that, and I'm so happy that I'm not sick well, I'm still, I got my shot. I'm still sick, but like, I'm happy that I'm feeling so much better. I went straight to sleep last night. After the stream, I was feeling so nauseated. I went straight to sleep. I'm so glad that I got plenty of sleep, because my boy wasn't feeling good either this morning. Let's see. Was the charging port on the top? No, it's on the bottom, but it looks like there's two. There's two. You've got, here's one of them. Looks like you can charge from the top and the bottom. So let's go over that. All right. So right there, that's the charging port. That's where you stick it into the dock. So that's definitely the charging port. Well, at least docked. And then the top, there's another USB-C to charge it. So that there, you can charge it there as well. So you'll probably be able to charge accessories and stuff from the top, or you can charge the system, or you can plug in other accessories or whatever the case is. So yeah, 2 charging sites. So second USB thing, link cable capabilities, link cable. I don't know about link cable. They probably just do everything wireless, right? Like, I don't know why you'd need a link cable. What's the extra button on the wrist strap? Extra button on the wrist strap. All right, let's take a look. I wasn't paying attention to the wrist strap. That's why I need you guys here to point out crap to me. I don't think that there's going to be a Switch 1 Direct now that they've already announced the Switch 2 Direct. I mean, there could be. I mean, Nate, actually, hold up. Nate does say potentially there's a February Direct for the Nintendo Switch 1, so that could be true. Never mind, that could be true. All right, so we got the buttons here. That's the connectivity. That's the Joy-Con unlock. The 2 buttons. It looks more solid and thick for sure. 115. All right, we're going to get to that on 115. I got you, brother. We're coming up on it right now. Extra button at 115. All right, I got you. I got you. 115, 115. All right, it's coming up right now. Okay, this one right here. Oh, okay, yeah. What is that button? I don't know. Is that like a that's not the Joy-Con release button, is it? Or what would that button be? I'm not sure. Infrared? Something. I think the Joy-Con sync, yeah, maybe, but didn't they have a sync button on the side? I think there's a, yeah, that isn't that the sync button right there? Maybe it's like a sync from the top. Yeah, maybe it's like a sync from the top. 100% the release button. Okay. Is that the release button? Release? Okay. I thought the release button was on the back. I thought it was on the back, but that's the release button. DPI button? Yeah, release button. Okay. All right. I thought it was right there on the back. You guys see like right there? Hold up. Or is that like a trigger? Like, what's this right here? Like, because that's obviously played on sideways, right? So that's what I thought. Trigger. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's a trigger. That's like for like actually playing games. Right? So like that's like a trigger for actually like playing games. The release button to get off the rail attachment. Hope they have the real triggers this time. I don't know. Not based. I mean, it looks like this might be. No, that's the release button. Do you think the dock resolution will still be 1080p docked? I mean, it'll probably be higher than that with DLSS. Connection on the inside of the railings look fragile and super thin. Connection on the inside of the railings look fragile. I don't think you can tell if something's fragile and super thin from a CG trailer. You guys know this is not an actual Nintendo Switch, right? Like it's a computer generated trailer. So, it's not an actual system. So yeah. Let's see here. See right there, that looks like they'll snap off. It probably won't. I think we'll be okay, Mike. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. Let's see here. I wonder if they'll do it with the strip screen showing while docked. What they'll do with the strip. Yeah, that's what we talked about. We talked about this can probably show some like notifications or something like that. You know, something along the lines of that. This is I Trust Brother. I mean, like, To sit here and say that it's gonna be fragile and snap off from like a CG trailer, that's ridiculous, man. Come on now. It's ridiculous, dude. Let's see here. Wolf with the 9 British pounds and says, you saw at 141 starting positions, pole position identations. There's 24 of them, 4 rows, 6. So I guess there's also 24. Okay, yeah. Chupa said that. So at 141, let's go to 141. Yeah, we gotta analyze this whole Mario Kart trailer too, man. We gotta do. So, right there. Okay, yeah, we were looking for that. Okay, thank you so much, Wolf. See, thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know about that, because Chupa did say that it's that. But I counted 18. But yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, Justin, did you donate 10? I don't know why it's not working. Justin with the $10 dono. I don't know. I think my Streamlabs busted. All right. So yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, I can't count, but yeah, it's 24. Oh, I think there's one more right there. It's kind of blurry. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yo, Wolf. Yep. Wolf with the good dono. Yeah, Wolf with the good dono. Yeah, I don't know. My alert box is tripping right now, guys. My alert box is tripping. I'm sorry. You guys are dropping the donos. Let's keep it rolling. But let me see if I can get it going here. Dean with the $1 dono and says, hey, OJ, the additional charging port could be attached to a second screen like a DS. I think that'd be too big. Nintendo did mention once that they would be a Switch compatible with the Nintendo Switch compatible with the NS2. Maybe the C button casts a second screen. I mean, I can see that. Maybe there's like a cast, like another screen to where you have 2, but I don't know how that would work. That'd be really weird, but it's definitely possible, Dean. Justin with the 10 says, I'm guessing that I'll be playing Pokemon Z on Switch 2. The hype is back. Apparently, Jeff Grubb says that all the Pokemon, like Pokemon Legends ZA, is going to be positioned as a Switch 1 game, but you can play it on your Switch 2, but there's not going to be any specific Switch 2 stuff for the game. But we'll have to wait and see, right? We have to wait and see more of the details on how it's going to work with, my arm is hurting, guys. I'm sorry. How it's going to work with Switch 2 stuff. So we'll see on that one. Party Man with the $5 says Mario Kart 9 is real at work, so I can't fully pop off. 24 races. Let's get that prediction video going, because I saw the other details in that clip. Okay, I think it's good that we waited, Party Man, because now that we waited, we can really kind of talk about something about Mario Kart, about the next Mario Kart game. I don't believe it's actually real. I thought it was going to be fake. You thought what was going to be fake? Hey, what's up, Paul Gale? Yes, sir. Did you see the new item at 157 under the burger? Okay, let's take a look at that. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Let's take a look at that. 157 under the burger. Burger. Okay, new. Oh, yo, did you see Donkey Kong? Is that? That's like a different. That's like the movie Donkey Kong? That's definitely a redesigned Donkey Kong. Did y'all see that? Look. Yeah, it's the movie Donkey Kong. I just caught that right now, and I think, yeah, it's the DK. It's the DK movie Donkey Kong. Looks like Donkey Kong. Yeah, they definitely redesigned it from the movie. He looks goofy as hell, because like Donkey Kong in the movie is so cool and confident. He looks goofy in hell riding that little cart, All right. The new item under the burger. Oh, what the hell? My bad, guys. Nintendo legitimately changed the trailer from an update from Nintendo to Nintendo Switch 2 first. They changed it from an update from Nintendo to Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, this company is so funny. An update. Alright, enough people have seen it. Alright, it's the Nintendo Switch 2. Ta-da! Such a Nintendo thing. You just got like on the stage, Daffy Duck. Alright, let's take a look. had me dying, bro. What's the price? I think it's gonna be $3.99. $3.99. So 154. You said 154 underneath the burger? What burger? All right. That item right there? What is that item? I can't tell. I don't know what that item is. I don't know why it keeps on. Yeah, it's hard to tell what that item actually is. It looks like an item box, right? Or I don't know what that item is. Look at the draw distance, though. Woo! That Mario Kart is looking like some heat. Oh, man, that's going to be shine. I don't know why it keeps doing that, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, that's looking nice. I'm guessing you're gonna be able to drive all the way out there in the distance and stuff too, if you want to. Yeah, the new maps are gonna go dummy. Nico with the 249 says, hey OJ, June 1st is the last date for Switch 2 Experience. June. Okay, they got the Switch 2 Experience stuff. Okay, cool. Switch 2 Experience stuff is looking good. Let's go. Shout outs. Mario Kart with the Forza playback camera. Mario Kart's always had that in terms of like replay, like where you can show different camera angles. I think they've had that for a long time now. The Sly Crow. I don't know if that's a Forza thing. $4.99, 100%. I doubt that it'll be $4.99. I think it's gonna be $3.99. I think it's gonna be a $3.99 system. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it could be, but I'm guessing that it's gonna be $3.99. Based off the leaked specs, it definitely seems like it's gonna be a $3.99 system. Let's see. They're gonna get a lot of ports now. I mean, we've already heard in terms of what ports they're gonna be getting. We've already heard about a few, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of developer support for the system for sure. 100%. There's gonna be a lot. I mean, it's not gonna get everything, but it's gonna get a lot. I think it's gonna be a pretty big release. Like, there's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of developers excited to actually create games for this system. Just like the Switch. I mean, after the Switch got going, developers were more excited to create games for it if they could, you know. Jay Robinson says with the $5 new 3D Mario, I mean, you don't gotta cross your fingers for that. That's obviously gonna happen. I mean, it's Nintendo. They always have a new 3D Mario. So that's not anything to have to hope or pray for. It's happening. Trust me. I don't know. I don't care about Switch 2 unless they release Metroid Prime 4 at launch. Then you'll be one of the few because people want to play new Mario Kart and Zelda and stuff like that. So I mean, look, Metroid Prime 4, it's a Switch 1 game. We know about it. That's fine. But people want to know about the new stuff, brother. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Metroid Prime 4 is awesome. But this new Mario Kart is going to outsell Metroid Prime 4 by like 10 times or something like that. So it's not about sales with everything. But I mean, I'm just keeping it real, you know? So that's your opinion. But I would say people disagree with that. Then it drops new hardware trailer, says nothing goes back to bed. Bro, I'm telling you. $4.99, the controllers alone already make it more expensive. Yeah, but they're also, it looks like they're definitely reusing some of the design tech and all that. So I agree that, yeah, it's definitely more expensive. But I don't know how much more expensive it is because it's not like they had to recycle. It's not like they had to create something completely new. So I would guess $3.99. I don't think it's going to be $4.99. But once again, we'll wait and see. I mean, I've been 100% so far on the Switch stuff. People ask me about this stuff. On Switch 2 stuff, I've been 100%. I'm pretty sure it's $3.99. But once again, we will see. We will see. You guys are sitting here guessing prices and all that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be $3.99, but we will see. If it's $4.99, that's fine. If it's $4.49, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to buy it regardless. So we'll see. But let's wait till April. There's no point in saying it's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Who cares? Like, you know, let's just wait and see on that. They're going to let us know on April. So it could be, but I'm guessing they're going to try to keep it at $3.99 because that's more consumer friendly than $4.99. You know, that's not really consumer friendly at all. So yeah. If $3.99, it'll have no storage. No, I don't think so. As well. Storage has gotten, in terms of like the price for storage, it's gotten cheaper over the years. So I don't think that if it's $3.99, it has no storage. I disagree. Simeon Coin with the 100 core crystals, and says, Morning OJ, just getting in. The new Switch looks pretty slick. I'd say the cost will be $400 at the most. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. I'm betting this Mario Kart going to be open world. I mean, I think that there's definitely going to be some open-ended parts to it. Yo, Endakuba says, yo, I've been dissecting the Mario Kart clip. We actually are on the peak with the changes they made. Yeah, shout out. Hey, Kuba, we gotta have a podcast with us talking about it. We can dual stream it, your channel and mine. We gotta have a podcast, bro. I've been meaning to hit you up about that. Been meaning to hit you up. Hey, it's good to see you here, though, brother. Welcome. Shout out to the homie Endakuba, brother from another mother out here. Hey, you guys go sub to Endakuba. He's legitimately like the big homie, man. Oh, we are here for. We're so back, Kuba. We're so back. We are so back. Oh, shout outs, man. So garbage. MK9 looks worse than 8 skipping launch. Man, this man out here tripping. This man out here tripping. Thank you for the 2, but that is crazy to sit there and say that when you've got. They just confirmed that there's 24 players on screen, bruh. What? Hold up, let me show you. Look at this. Look at this huge open-ended area. Look at the draw distance. Look how big the environments look. Look at the 24 players. This man is crazy to sit there and say that. You go ahead and skip it. I'll be on that Mario Kart. I'll be on it. I will be on it. And it's not finished either. It's also not finished. So once they actually show the full game, I'm pretty sure they'll make it look better too. But they barely showed anything. But from what they showed, 24 players online, bigger environments, better draw distance. That looks like it's going to be fun, man. The graphics are terrible. I mean, it looks like Mario Kart 8, but a little bit cleaner. Looks like Mario Kart 8. So I don't know if the graphics are terrible. Maybe you don't like it, but I don't know if the graphics are terrible. I don't know. It looks good to me. I don't know why the graphics are terrible, but hey, if you feel that way, that's fine. Thank you for the 2. Mario Kart 8 looks better. All right, we'll see what happens on launch. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when the game's actually out. We'll see then. YouTube. I know. Imagine talking about graphics on YouTube, like about judging graphics on YouTube before the system's even out. Imagine. But like I said, bank this comment, bank it, and we will come back when the game launches. We will come back when the game launches. We'll see what you're saying then. We'll see what you got to say then. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Bro, here's everything I picked up. New models for the characters, new animations. See when the cart jumps. Pauline is the base roster. A cart with no tires. Seen Rosalie's cart, 24 players. Oh, yeah. Good pickups there, Kuba. Good pickups on that one. We definitely got to have a Mario Kart trailer. If they don't change the networking social aspects like voice chat built in, then it isn't a big upgrade. All right, we'll see if they do. We'll see if they do in terms of changing all that. But I don't know if voice chat is going to be something that's like essential for Mario Kart. You know, like I don't know if that's going to be like, oh my God, it's not a big upgrade. But we'll see. Once again, we will see. And I don't know if you watch my channel, but they've already changed that. The new NPLN network, that's something they already added in from 2021. So that's already been something they've been working on since 2021. Monster Hunter Rise was the first game to take advantage of that. Plus the Nintendo Switch Online network test, that was also a big test for their upgraded network as well. That type of game, if you played it, that couldn't be done on the previous one. Like having everybody all simultaneously do stuff to change the world right there. That right there was an upgrade. So I mean, if you've been paying attention, they've already kind of changed it, but it's all good. I mean, I guess they didn't say anything about it like, oh, we did this, you know, they never said it. They just did it behind the scenes. Clabby with the $1.99 says, congrats on the $50 win for the name. Well, nobody actually bet me, although Corey did take it up, but he just took it up as more of a joke. He didn't actually like bet me for real. But yeah, the guy who actually said it first, he didn't drop it. So he didn't drop it. So yeah. Why support 120 frames when most screens don't support it? I mean, it's good to have the support if you can, you know, if you can have it, then that's good. New Switch looks sick. So like, I wish I sat flush on the dock. Give us the fan. I think you meant D-pad. Nintendo with F doubling down on city design. All right. Well, yeah, if you don't like it, there's going to be third-party Joy-Cons that you can probably play. So if you don't like the ones that they have there, you'll probably be able to get a different one or whatever. Or you can just use, like I said, docked Pro Controller. So there's also that. All I want is a 60 frames per second gaming or very, very stable 30. Well, I mean, like, most systems support both of those. So, I mean, it's going to be from a game-to-game basis, Texas Toast. So, yeah, it's going to be game-to-game basis. They should go with the 900p screen, save the battery. I'm not sure what type of screen they're going to have. We're going to have to wait and see. Vlad with the $2 says, can I transfer S1 digital games on my Switch 2? Your account transfers over, so yes. Your account for Switch 1, it'll transfer over to Switch 2. You have the same account. It doesn't change. So all your digital games will go with it. So yeah. Let's see here. I think I'll keep my Switch OLED unless this thing stays OLED and has PS4 Pro power. It's not an upgrade in my opinion. Only a moron sees this to be an upgrade. Thank you, Raging Grinch. I appreciate that. You added absolutely nothing. You added absolutely nothing to the conversation. I appreciate you. Keep your Switch OLED. Let's see. Are we talking about Joy-Con drip? Nintendo already patented Hall Effect sticks, so I think that these ones are going to have the Hall Effect sticks, so we should be good. Let's see here. Is the direct April or February? April 2nd. April 2nd. So yeah. Like I said, guys, there's going to be a lot of people after the Switch 1 blew out all of their favorite systems. There's going to be a lot of people upset about this. A lot of people upset. Don't worry. It's fun. I can't wait for the launch, and it does way better. The best thing was all the people that were so angry and coming to my streams before the Switch 1 launched and that it was going to fail. And then when it sold 2 million, it was so funny. Yo, here was the narrative with Switch 1. I'll tell you, I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, it only sold 2 million in 1 month? That's not that good. Oh, it only sold 7 million in a month, in 2 months or 3 months? That's not that good. Oh, it only sold 10 million in 5 months? That's not that good. Oh, it only sold 20 million in less than a year? Oh, that's not that great. Oh, it only sold 40 million in it's like that's what it was for the first 2 years. For the first number of years. And then the videos would come, and they'd be like, oh, will the Switch die in 2019? Will it die in 2018? Will it die in 2019? Will it die in 2020? Like that was and then it stopped after Animal Crossing came out. The whole Switch will die after this stopped. It was great. It was fantastic. It was so good. Let's see here. Lemstar with the Dawn on. He says, it's while people are already complaining. It's just, like I said, it's just people being weird. You know, it's all good. Mario Kart as a launch title is so good though, man. If it's a launch, it seems like it's a launch title. Since they showed it, it seems like it's going to be an early title or a launch title. Game Vibe with the $1.99 says, Switch 2, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much of a difference between 720p or 1080p on a screen that size. I mean, definitely 1080p will look a little bit smoother. I know like Steam Deck has like 800 something p, right? Is that for Steam Deck? And that screen looks pretty good. I have a Steam Deck OLED. So I mean, we'll see what they do with the screen. I mean, I'm not really sure. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Sky Dennis with the $2. Thank you so much with the 2. No message, but thank you for the 2. I don't know why my notifications aren't working, guys. I'm sorry. They're supposed to be pop-ups, but my alert box isn't working for some reason. I think it broke. So I'm not sure why. Let me test. Yeah, nothing's working for some reason. Let me see if I accidentally turned it off. You guys watch this trailer while I check. Back to Dash. All right. Cloud. Yeah, CloudBot's active. Inactive, active. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. The point is that it's unless the thing is PS4 or PS4 Pro Power, it's not an upgrade unless you want a really bigger screen. All right, Raging Grinch, I appreciate you, man. All right, thanks for coming out. Thanks for letting us know. I appreciate your tech and gaming. Thanks for letting us know. It's the same exact thing with the bigger screen. That's exactly what it is. It's the same exact thing with the bigger screen. That's what it is. Thanks for letting us know, man. I appreciate you. You're very knowledgeable on tech and gaming. 1080p on a small screen is not much of a difference and will burn battery. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. What's up, Chris Gamer? Mario Kart being a launch 2 title, a big deal, especially for folks who've been waiting for a new Mario Kart. Yeah, I think that it was good that they showed a new Mario Kart because it's like, we've been waiting for a new Mario Kart for like 11 years now. Like, and we're not counting Mario Kart Tour. We're not counting mobile. We've been waiting for a new console Mario Kart game for a long time. So yeah, man. I love the new Snap sound. Yeah. Justin with another $3. Sorry for the Oh my gosh, I don't know why the notification's like, but I can see the donos coming in, guys. Justin with another $3 says a lot of people are just mad that Nintendo didn't mess up and call it Switch U or mess up somehow. Oh yeah, because people were predicting that Nintendo's going to do something stupid or dumb. So now they can't say that. So now here comes the, it's not an upgrade. It doesn't have this power. It's just this. Now here comes all the other stupid stuff. That's already been disproven. That's already been like from the leaks. It's already been leaked in terms of what the specifications are. So that's why I'm just making jokes about it, because people are just coming here and acting weird now, you know? But it's already, the specifications have already been somewhat leaked. We already kind of know. So, like, I'm just messing around, you know? So let's see here. Brandon Johnson with the $1.99 says, do you think that the Monster Hunter, and do you think the new Monster Hunter and AAA, what do I think of the new Monster Hunter? Yeah, it looks cool. Monster Hunter looks cool. After the ACNH, they aren't hiding and moving the goalposts like this. Like I know they complain about Joy-Con. Yeah, free melee, free melee. That's different though. I don't consider it the same. People. What's up, OG? At least they finally revealed the console. New Mario Kart. We have an exact date of 4/2. Yep. Well, that's for the direct. That's for the direct. In terms of when we're gonna see like the actual like games and system, or like the system, the games, and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah. Sky Dennis with another $10 says was supposed to be a message. LOL, it didn't went. So that movie DK design long improved the design for all characters. I'm so hyped. Yes. Yeah, the design for the characters have all been updated. It's definitely a ground up, brand new Mario Kart game. Ground up, brand new one, Sky. Yeah. Says, can they run GTA 6? That's if what's it called? That's if they want to put it on the system, they'll run it. If they want to, they'll get it on there. If they don't, then they won't. Says, nah, Monster Hunter Wilds not running on this. Why? How would you know if it is or not? Let's see here. But is it competing with Steam Deck? Is it? I'm going to ask you that. Is it competing with Steam Deck? That's a question. Let's see here. How much is Steam Deck sold compared to Nintendo Switch? So, anybody let me know the answer to that. How much is Steam Deck sold compared to the Nintendo Switch? How much does Steam Deck sell compared to the Nintendo Switch right now? Not overall sales, but like right now, what are the sales numbers that Switch put up compared to Steam Deck? Because sales are a part of the competing, right? So, you guys let me know. I'm not even going to say it. Y'all let me know. Nate the Great. See, I actually haven't seen the leaks of Switch 2 specs. You haven't seen them? Well, we'll see. So yeah, like I said, don't upgrade, man. That's fine. You don't have to upgrade. You don't have to get the new system. You don't have to get it. But I mean, they barely showed anything. All they did was just show the system and the games. But you buy a system for games, so that's why. I mean, but if you're happy with your PC gaming, then play your PC gaming. Let other people be happy with this. But that's fine. Have fun with your PC. Abaddon with the $10 says, man, our birthday month, it's going to be a great time for the direct. Super excited. Yes. Very excited. Very excited. I'm just going to loop this thing and we can just talk about it. You guys can point out more stuff. What's that meme where people are excited or like playing something, then somebody is like yelling at them like, look at this. And then like they all like do the thumbs up and then they continue going back to like, it's like a stick figure meme. That's that meme right now with the Raging Tech Gamer. It's like, I got my PC. Okay, cool. Go play your PC. But PC has better graphics. Okay, cool. Have fun. Quit having fun. Quit being excited and pay attention to me. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, the thumbs up. Quit having fun. Quit being excited. That's definitely that meme right now. Oh my gosh. What the F is 3 million units? Nintendo did not say the first day of release just in America. If not more, Nintendo, we did better than that. Okay. Would be cool if they have a trade-in option. I'm pretty sure like GameStop and certain places will have trade-in options. Yeah. It shows the Joy-Con clicking into an extra button strap. I think it's gonna be a mouse feature. Yeah, we saw that like Char talked about like the skating feature is probably gonna be like the mouse stuff, right? So yeah, absolutely. The leak so far for the internal memory is gonna be 256. That's what I know. So yeah. They probably said some Switch 1 games may not be compatible to cover their asses. Well, I mean, it's going to be stuff like Labo. Most games are going to work. They showed Mario Wonder. So Mario Wonder is a standard game. 99% of the Nintendo Switch library is standard games. So certain games that require weird stuff, like let's say Labo, they're talking about that. But any standard game, it's going to work. So it's very similar to any other backwards compatibility that they've had. If there's certain stuff where you can't use it, then yeah. Yeah, maybe Ring Fit, but I'm pretty sure Ring Fit might work too. OG Joy-Cons, yeah, like it's going to be like certain stuff that has like weird things that, yeah, you won't be able to play those, but 99% of games will probably work. Sorry, Nate, I doubted you. Yeah, y'all looking crazy. The rumored specs and the GPU RAM speed is less powerful than the PS4. That is incorrect, Sly Crow. I don't think the big AAAs are supported. Maybe the Outer Worlds I can see on there. Yeah, you're definitely wrong. That is wrong and wrong. The rumored specs are not underneath the PS4, and there will definitely be big AAA support. Now that the Switch is actually revealed, I guess I can say a couple things. I've personally spoke with a couple different people that have shown me things that show that there's going to be some pretty big AAA games running on the system, and it's going to look just fine. So I don't got to sit here and argue back and forth with you guys. Y'all will see when the system's actually out, y'all will see. So it's all good, you know. Personally, so we'll see about that. But no, the specs that you're talking about, that's incorrect, false. But like I said, we'll wait till the system comes out and we'll go from there. So yeah. Let's see. Joy-Con as a mouse is a great feature for shooters. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be comfortable enough like to play it for real for like a full shooter, but I mean, we'll see. Let's see here. Well, I hope it's good then. Yeah, we'll see. It's funny how people come here and say that it's already this and this based off of they don't have anything. They don't know anything. They haven't seen any of the actual games. There's been nothing that's actually been put out, and people will come here and say it's this, and this. It's wild to me. It's wild. I mean, people said the same thing about the Nintendo Switch, by the way. They said the Switch will not get any big AAA games from PS4 or Xbox One. That was not true. You know what I'm saying? The Switch is weaker than PS3 and 360. That's not true. I don't know why y'all come here and say the same thing. I don't get it why y'all fall for the same tricks every single time. I don't understand this. Why fall into the same trap again? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, they just showed Mario Kart, but that's just Mario Kart. There's still actually more games to be shown. Like, we don't even know the name of that Mario Kart game. So yeah. Is the display 1080 or 4K? I'm pretty sure the display is not a 4K display. I'm almost positive it's 720p or 1080p. I doubt the display would be like for the screen, or do you mean like what it can output? I mean, it can probably output 4K, but we'll have to see with DLSS. But I thought he was talking about like the Switch screen itself. I don't think the Switch screen itself is going to be a 4K screen. But yeah, it'll probably be able to output 4K, but will games run at 4K? Probably not. Will there be some games like indie games or smaller games? Yeah. So yeah. Says, shout outs to Super Christian Mule with the $3 as well. And he says, don't worry, OJ, by the time the console comes out, they're gonna buy it. Some will sell their kidney for it. Yeah, probably. And OJ, hey, look, y'all can. I've been right on Switch 2. This trailer confirms all the stuff that I heard, plus the rumors. So I'm pretty confident what I'm saying right now is correct. So people say, oh, it's not gonna, nothing can run on it. It's not. Okay, we'll see. Because that's what y'all said with Witcher 3. That's what y'all said with Doom Eternal, Nier Automata. That's what y'all said then. So we'll see. Let's see here. AAA job with the $2 says people want to see Nintendo fail so bad. It's harder to say it though because the Switch 1 was such a big success. You got to get creative with your it's gonna fail or I don't want it. You got to get real creative with it. You got to start bringing in PC and all. It's like, and ain't nobody give a shit about your 4090. Like, ain't nobody care about your big old $5,000 PC, bro. Ain't nobody care. Like, so you gotta get. I mean, it's getting stale. Like the stuff that y'all gotta say, you know. Like, ain't nobody care about your PC. Nobody cares, bro. We ain't here to talk about PC. Like, nobody cares. So yeah. Well, I mean, Nate the Hate was right about the trailer, and he also stated a bunch of AAA games like Metal Gear Solid and a bunch of Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed Shadows. So if Nate was right about that or this, why wouldn't he be right about the third-party games? I mean, maybe I'm just, I don't know. But if Nate was right about this, why wouldn't he be right about the other stuff? So if he heard that this was dropping on the 16th, why wouldn't he be right about the other things? Y'all can sit here and deny it and sit here and say it's rumors and go ahead. It's fine. So yeah, it's fine. Let's see here. The color design leaks and marginalized controls were all correct. So happy that the cartridges will be backwards compatible, not just digital. Well, I mean, I don't know why people were saying that it was going to be just digital. I don't understand. Like, it still blows my mind that people said that when Nintendo specifically said Nintendo Switch software. What do you guys think Nintendo Switch software is? I don't understand why people somehow associated software with all digital. I don't get that. It makes no sense to me. It makes zero sense. Let's see here. So yeah, but I'm here watching the Switch info. You're not just telling me a bunch of anything other than you're making guesses. All right, well, we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm making guesses. All right, we'll see about that. I don't know if you watch my channel, but there's been a lot of stuff that I've said that weren't just guesses that have came true with this. So we'll see, my man. We'll see. I ain't seen you on my channel. I ain't seen you in my stream or my chat. I ain't never seen you before. So I don't know, brother. I don't know. But like I said, we'll see. Software is digital. I never understood that. Let's go back to that whole thing right here. So once again, this is a smart update to let people know, hey, look, you got a circle. Yo, Tom Warren, yo, look, guys, look, you got to circle it. Look at the circle. Oh, you see that? Yeah, it's the same game. You got to circle it, let people know. Otherwise, they'd probably say, if they just showed one Switch cartridge and not the other one, they'd be like, oh, it's not backwards compatible. Even if they wrote it, they'd be like, it's not this. Some people would be like confused. This is probably one of the most ingenious reveal trailers that I've ever seen in my life. Literally one of the most ingenious ones. Let's see here. Rage Grinch Tech Gaming with the 99 cents. Yo, I appreciate that. That's coming out. Hey, yo, Rage. That's coming out the PC fund, brother. That's coming out the PC fund. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the super sticker. Third super. Okay, let's go. Third super. Shout out to Rage. Let's go. I watch you, bro, along with the podcast. All right, I got you, brother. Hey, my bad. I got you. I love it. I love it. Coming out the PC. I appreciate that. You know, PC gamers, man. Y'all need those PC funds, so I appreciate the 99 cents, brother. I really do. Chuck D with the $20 says, great guesses, OJ. LOL. I know. Great guesses. Let's go. OJ, which is stronger, Switch 2 or Steam Deck? Based off the leaked specifications, the Switch 2 is stronger. Based off the leaked specifications that we have right now. But once again, we got to wait and see. Nintendo industry plant. I'm a plant? Oh, man. That's crazy. Joy-Con sliding around the trailer. Does that confirm mouse support? I think it does. Chartar did say that. Visage. So, yeah, I think it does confirm that. I think it does confirm that there will be, like, mouse-like support. Let's see. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the hype. Oh, yeah, it's so much hype, man. It's so much hype. Let's see it. Man, man, they have to go back to consoles again. Why do they have to go back to consoles again? They make a console. It's a hybrid. You can play it right here. Here's the console mode. Here's the console mode right here. There, look. You put it right there. It's a console. You can play it right there. No problem. You don't got to take it out. It can be a console for you right there. There's the console mode right there, brother. I'm telling you, this is the future right here, brother. Everybody's going to start making something like this. Microsoft and Sony, they're going to start making something like Valve, they made something. Everybody's going to start making something like this. So this is the future, man. You got to have it's like a cell phone. It's like a cell phone versus versus a landline. Everybody's going to just start using one of these, you know? Same thing. You're going to have to make in the future when the mobile chips continuously get better and better and better. You're going to have a hybrid, because why only have games at home when you can have games anywhere, right? So there you go. Brandon Johnson with the $1.99. 20th Super on the live stream. What are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to this right here. Mario Kart. Mario Sunshine graphics back at 153. All right, let's take a look at that. Mario Sunshine. I don't know why it does that crap. Why does it do that? Oh, okay, the shine sprite. Okay, yeah. We definitely caught that. Yeah, the shine sprite. Okay, yeah. Good stuff there. Do you think they'll be just straight up back compat or better performance with patches? It'll probably be better performance with patches based off of the leaks. There'll be some. It won't be everything, but there will be some. Some games will be run it'll be like PS4 to PS5. It's going to be like that, to where some games will get patches, some games will run exactly the same. Some games might just run a little bit better because undocked frame rate, you know what I'm saying? Unclocked frame rate or uncapped frame rate. So it's going to be very much like the PS4 to PS5. That's what I'm guessing. I don't think it's going to be like Xbox Series, though. Paul Gale with the 41 months. Thank you so much, Paul Gale. Tune in tier. We got to go to the LA event and play this. Yeah, I think I got to make a trip to the LA event. Absolutely. Paul Gale. Yo, Paul, if you cool, man, I gotta hang out with you finally. Our long due. I've been having to do this, but I definitely have to make a trip. Come hang out with you, make some vids, do a couple streams, talk about our experience with it. I think it's time, man. I think it's time. Carlos Hernandez with the $5 says it was really funny. This was posted the same day as Square showing FF7 Rebirth on Steam Deck. No one is talking about. Oh man. Can we get Mario Odyssey 2 though, or new Mario Kart or new Mario 64? I don't think they're gonna copy like Odyssey 2, because if they would have made Odyssey 2, we would have already had that. So whenever Nintendo makes a Mario game, if there's gonna be a sequel to that Mario game, it's usually gonna be in the same generation and within a number of years after it. So let me give you a couple examples. Super Mario 3D Land, Super Mario 3D World, 2011, 2013. Super Mario Galaxy 1, 2007, Super Mario Galaxy 2, 2010, right? So if we get a sequel to a 3D Mario, it's probably going to be same generation a few years after. Couple years to few years after. Now that it's been almost a decade, I highly doubt that they're going to sit there and say, let's do Odyssey 2. Like, if they don't take... we would have already got Odyssey 2 if Odyssey 2 was going to be a thing. So chances are it's actually a brand new concept, brand new theme, brand new Mario, which in my opinion, that's how it should be. If you're launching a new Nintendo system, we need a brand new Mario. Just like people wanted a brand new Mario Kart, but we didn't get that. But now we got a brand new Mario Kart. Time for a brand new 3D Mario as well. Let's see. Wait, do they compare with the regular Switch? Doesn't it have OLED display? I mean, I think this is not the OLED Switch. This is definitely the Switch 1. But I don't think the Switch 2 will have OLED display at first. I don't think it will. I think it'll come maybe later, but we'll have to wait and see. Devastated, the console's not called Super Switch. You can call it the Super Switch. You can go ahead and call it that. Call it that yourself, all right, man? There you go. Shout outs to some dude with the Jonin tier pledge. Thank you so much, some dude. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Let's see here. What games do you see getting day one patch for Switch 2? Probably some of the biggest games like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I'd probably say maybe Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, games like that. Not sure if you saw my super chat. I did not see your super chat, George. I did not, and I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. My super chat's busted. It's busted. So let me see if I can find your super chat, Carlos. Or sorry, Jorge. Okay, Jorge with the $10. Thank you so much. And he says, salute to Switch 2 finally being revealed. Yes, sir. Big love. Let me reply to that. Oh, I can't reply to it. Hey, but if I missed your super chat, guys, let me know, because my super chat and my thing is busted. It's kind of busted right now, but I will respond to every single chat. I'll try to talk to everybody here too. So I'll do my best to talk to everybody. Let's see here. What about Xenoblade? I don't know about Xenoblade day one, but I mean, that'd be nice if they got some updates for Xenoblade. So yeah, that'd be nice. So yeah. PlayStation 2, less than Switch 2, time for real history, boys. I'm not buying Switch 2 LCD, only buy one in a couple years with OLED, and that's fine. Nobody's gonna buy the Switch 2 at the very beginning, like there's gonna be people that wait. It's always good if you want something to wait. If you don't want to play the games when they launch, that's fine. You know, that's perfectly fine. So I get that too. I have an OLED TV, and OLED's nice. I have an OLED Switch as well, and it's fantastic. But yeah, I'll probably just be playing my games on my OLED TV, and then if I have to play portable, it's fine. From what I've seen with the new LCD technology screens, though, like if you have a PS Portal, it's probably going to have a screen very much like the PS Portal. The PS Portal screen, while it's not as good as OLED, man, it is very close. It is actually, and I'm not just saying that. I said that, like, you can look at my review on my Twitter. I talked about how the screen's super nice. So if you have a PS Portal, the screen's probably going to be very similar to that. And that screen, that's an LCD screen, and it freaking looks incredible. So I'm guessing it's going to be very similar to that. Nintendo Game Dude with the $5 just says, just excited for my son. We lost our home in Eaton Fire. Oh my gosh, along with all of our games and Switches. Can't wait for him to see this trailer later. I'm so sorry about that, Nintendo Game Dude. Goodness gracious. Yeah, see, that's somebody that needs your support and your love, man. You don't have to donate, man. You lost your whole house. I hope you have insurance, man. I hope the insurance will cover that. I heard that some people's insurance wasn't covering it, you know? So yeah. Wait, hold up, Gabby. What the? Time out. I am talking to and responding to every single message. So if y'all want to support your boy, Hold up, man. Don't be out here hating on me, Gabby. I'm out here talking to you guys, interacting. Hold up. Damn. Out here being a fraud. What the hell? Being a hater for no reason when I'm out here giving you guys interaction and quality content and responding. What the hell? That's mean. Don't be such a negative Nancy. Pre-orders will probably go up. Raging Grinch pre-orders will probably go up April 2nd, right after the Direct, just like the Switch 1. I'm sorry to hear about you. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Nintendo Game Dude, man. I'm sorry, bro. Switch 2 is old already. All right, cool. Looks like I'm going to be getting into the old then. Let's go. Right after the fiscal year ends, ignore them, dude. Nah, it's good to have a little bit of fun, man. It's good to have a little bit of fun. So it's all good, man. I ain't mad. You know, I ain't mad. Shout outs to Gabby. I appreciate you coming out to the stream, but you ain't got to be so mean, bro. Why don't, instead of being upset or instead of saying that, you should ask a question instead. I'm pretty sure, Gabby, you got a question, right? So if you got a question for someone like me that I've been covering Nintendo for decades now, decade plus, I've been playing games since the beginning. So if you got a question, instead of wasting your time doing that, you should ask a question instead, you know? Some dude with the $5 dono says, man, don't tell me what to do. Yo, I appreciate that. Let's go. Says, bro, I can't wait for this to come out. But it's all good. So it's all good. It's all good. We need custom themes like 3DS. I don't know if they're gonna do that. They might. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's got way more RAM, so like the capabilities of the system in terms of like the OS and features might be a lot more. Although I don't know if that's the reason why Switch 1 didn't have it, because 3DS has like no RAM. So yeah, we'll see. Let's talk about that nasty bezel. I don't know. I'm looking at it right now, and it seems the bezel's right here. It seems just fine. So I don't know what the issue is. Looks like here's the end of the, and here's the screen. I think right now, guys, you guys are talking about like the bezel with some of the games, but I don't think it's gonna be like this once we actually like play the games. But I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if the screen's gonna go all the way to there. Like if you look at it like right here, or like hold up, like right here. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be like that, like when you play the games completely, or if it's gonna be all the way right there. I don't know. But either way, I don't really care. I'm looking forward to the system in the games. Let's see. Did they had a bezel trailer mistake on the Switch OLED announcement? I don't know, guys. Like I said, let's wait till the system. Let's wait till we actually get more. I don't really care until we actually like get the full system and all that. So there ain't nothing for me to talk about. Let's see. No, you can actually see the bezel on the lighter black on the screen. Okay, so you guys just say, okay. So then it's okay, yeah, right here. So yeah, that's definitely a pretty thick bezel. Does not look great. Definitely that does not look great right there. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you guys are talking about right there. So yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm still gonna buy the system though. But yeah, it doesn't look awesome. But looks like it's a little bit better on the compared to the Switch 1 at least. It looks like it's a little bit better on the top and the bottom, but then the sides, not so great. But the top and the bottom's a little bit better compared to Switch 1 at least. So yeah, not great, but I'm still excited for the system. Mochizuki says the analysts are saying that Nintendo suppliers are ready to ship 20 million units in the first year. 20 million units in the first year? That's crazy. That'd be crazy if they're able. I mean, yeah, that wait a minute, that's about what the Switch 1 did, right? So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah. See, why would they even do that? Because they hate you and me. That's why. Let's see. The bezel only looks huge because the Joy-Cons are attached. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Will the box art with the red spine for the original Switch color? Do you think there'll be new ones? Will be? Yeah. You know, I haven't really thought about that. I haven't really thought about the what they're gonna have for the box art and all that. I never thought about that. So we'll have to wait and see. There's nothing wrong with criticizing or scrutinizing or whatever. Yeah, I missed the whole bezel thing because I was excited. So yeah, that's definitely not great. But yeah, I'm still excited to play the system. It's like the games. So yeah. Fire Emblem 4 remake launch title. I don't know if it's gonna be a launch title, but we'll see when that game comes out. You think it's true that it used Joy-Cons like a mouse? Yeah, the trailer definitely shows, like, you'll see it right here coming up. It definitely looks like you'll be able to use it as a mouse too. Like right here, how they show it sliding. That definitely shows mouse compatibility. You know, that right there. We need Mario Kart and Pokemon. Well, Mario Kart's already confirmed, and Pokemon will be backwards compatible. Yoshi with the $5 says Switch 2 Direct is happening April 3rd in Australian timer. The same day as my birthday. Nice B-Day present. Yeah, I'm an April birthday boy too. So I'm very excited for the April birthday. Very excited for the April stuff, man. Very excited. Do you think Switch 2 will have a new OS? I think they'll probably just upgrade the OS that they already have, so they'll just add on top of it. But they'll probably add more features on top of the OS that they already have. So I don't know if it'll be completely brand new. I will buy Switch 2 for Fire Emblem 4 Remake. I don't know if it's going to be a Switch 2 specific game or if it's going to be a Switch 1 game that you can play on your Switch 2. I'm not sure. This is kind of lackluster reveal, but we'll take it. I don't know. It seemed like an okay reveal to me, man. It was pretty cool. I mean, it showed off a number of features with it, but I'm not sure what people are looking for a reveal. Like for a system reveal. Like what would you want them to show, at least compared to like the first Switch 1. Switch 1 showed more games though. There was that, but yeah, not sure what else they would blue and orange of the Joy-Cons look dull for something not as vibrant. Yeah, it's definitely it's like a pastel. It's not like a bright, it's a pastel blue, pastel orange. So they already have blue and orange. These are the Switch 1. So they basically took this is like, I don't know if it's red, it's like an off red. So it's basically like a pastel. More games would have taken it up a notch. Well, they're doing a Switch 2 Direct, guys. So they're going to show off more games at the Switch 2 Direct. Like usually when you show off a system trailer, you just show off the system itself. You're not going to be announcing a ton of different games. I mean, Microsoft did the same thing. They did have some stuff, but it was just generic. Sony's reveal trailer, I don't think it showed anything. It showed almost zero games. So that's how system reveals are. And then later they have the actual Direct where it shows off more of the games. So yeah. Switch Online stores badly needs overhaul. It's awful. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna overhaul it or not, but hopefully they do something with that. OJ, if they didn't announce a date for the Direct, I would have agreed, but about being underwhelming, but we know that we get more, so I'm good with this. Yeah, last time I don't know if they even showed off a date for the presentation last time in October. I'm not sure if they did. I don't know. I mean, but they did show like Breath of the Wild. They did show more games. But they didn't confirm what games those were. So this one only had Mario Kart. That's still a good reveal with Mario Kart, you know? I wonder what games Sony will put on Switch 2 since they Japanese buddies against Microsoft. I don't think Sony's gonna put any games on Switch 2. Like outside of like the Horizon, like the Lego game. I don't think there's gonna be that. April 2 Direct has to be at least an hour and a half. They still got a bunch to talk about. Oh yeah, it's gonna be at least an hour, I would say. I would give it at least a minimum of an hour. Very much like although it's not gonna be a live event. It looks like it's gonna be a Direct. So they could cut that down. Like if you cut down all the different transitions from one person talking to the next, that Switch 1 presentation probably could have been about maybe 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So I'd probably say if it's a direct, like an actual edited direct, they can probably cut it to about 30 to 40 minutes and include everything that they want to include. But the reveal of it, that showed off a lot, and that was about an hour. That was a little bit over an hour. So as a direct, you can probably edit out all that stuff of people walking onto the stage and all that stuff. So, I mean, I'd probably say 35 minutes to 40 minutes bare minimum. You know. So yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take very long to show off the OS and the functionality. All you need is like a short trailer for that. You don't need a ton of time to show off the OS and functionality. Like, you don't got to be like Sony where they spend like 12 to 13 minutes showing off an OS. Like, they'll probably just show and say, hey, here, you can do this, this, and this. It'll probably take like a minute and a half most to show off the OS. I don't really think they're going to take too much time, honestly. So yeah. Has any other system had the leak this bad? I'm not sure. 400 for Switch 2 is crazy. 400 for Switch 2 is crazy. Why is it crazy? You think Nintendo's gonna focus more on Mii's? I don't think so. They kind of haven't really been focused on Mii's much at all. So I don't know why they would focus, like, turn back to focus on them. So I doubt it, but we'll see. Was the more bezel free, the clunky borders? I really want OLED. Talking about OLED TV, just use it more handheld purposes. Yeah, for sure. So yeah. Doom, Halo, and Metroid are the dream team. I can't wait to play Halo MC on the potential online multiplayer Metroid Prime 4. I'm guessing $450 for the price. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't usually do half prices like that, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be just $399. So I don't think it's going to be $450. I mean, it could, but I doubt they're going to do $450, but we'll see. They would probably use Treehouse for deep dives on Switch 2. Well, they got a direct that's coming up April 2nd, so the deep dive on there is going to be April 2nd. So it'll be a Nintendo Direct, not Treehouse. So, yeah. No insurance. Kept screaming it wasn't true. Asking me to drive home to see if it was okay. Trying to be strong. It's, oh, hey, what's up, Sob? Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear about that, dude, man. That sucks, man. No one... Damn, dude, that's just rough, man. At least at the bare minimum, this is a trash consolation prize, but at least you can rebuild and kind of just go from there, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, dude. Well, at what point just get a PS5? No. Does PS5 play Nintendo Switch exclusives, bro? I don't know. Can you play Nintendo Switch exclusives on your PS5? I don't know. I don't think you can. So what if somebody wants to play like the new Mario Kart or like the new Zelda or like the new Metroid game or like the new Fire Emblem? Is that on PS5? Let's see here. I hope games will load faster like PS5 and Xbox Series. I don't know if it's going to load that fast, but based off the specifications, House Gang, if you watch my videos, if you base it off of the Express SD cards and the faster memory, yes, it's going to load faster than Switch 1. I don't know about PS5 and Xbox Series, but it's going to load faster. Rumor Mouse Report makes me think that PC games are coming. I don't know if that means PC games are coming. I think it'll just be some functionality for certain games like Mario Maker and stuff like that. Will Rich from Review Tech like this one? Probably not. Sorry, man. After the direct, they would have a Treehouse to talk more detail. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Holy schnick. Can't wait. Yes, sir. I'm out of here. Did not just say Nintendo Switch exclusives on PS5. No, he didn't say that. He said just get a PS5. And I'm like, well, can you play? What if you want to play Mario, like the new Mario game? So why would I buy a PS5 if I want to play the new Mario game? Like, he said, just get a PS5. It's like, well, what if I want to play the new Mario game? What if I want to play the new Zelda? What if I want to play the new Smash Brothers game? Or what if I want to play that? Which is, what do I always say? Say it with me, guys. Say it with me. Exclusive cell systems. Say it with me again. Exclusive cell systems. Breathe in. Breathe out. Say it with me. Exclusive cell systems. Write it on the chalkboard like Bart Simpson from the Simpsons. Exclusive cell systems. Exclusive cell systems. Exclusive cell systems. Write it on the board until you fill up the whole chalkboard. Right. Say it with me. Let's see here. I don't know. There's no emulation right now that we can do for Switch 2. So there's no, and some people don't want to have to deal with all that, and they want to be able to play it anywhere that they want. So some people want to actually play the official stuff, which is fine. So yeah. Here is the OJ hack. Do not go on the actual eShop to buy games. Just go on your PC or your smartphone, and it's way faster. And you can download it straight to your system and have it ready to go. Exclusive cell systems. Exclusive cell systems. Yes. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. Switch 2 will be 8 times more powerful than Switch 1 and handheld, 16 more times while docked. Well, we need to wait and see to get the official teardown, but yeah. Looks like it's going to obviously be better. Exclusive cell processor systems. Exclusive cell. Cell. I want to know if NVIDIA actually helped them implement DLSS or if it was all fake news. No, it's true. DLSS is going to be in Switch 2. Hopefully eShop will have Nintendo Music, and if it doesn't, if the Direct isn't done right, will it go the way of the Wii U? No, it won't go the way of the Wii U. The Wii U, once again, had issues like with the system itself. The Switch 2 is clearly a concept to the Switch 1. So I don't really think it's going to go the way of the Wii U. Maybe it'll go the way of, I don't know, the 3DS. Or maybe it'll go the way of the Game Boy Advance. Who knows? That seems like a better comparison. Exclusives creates pirates, and nobody cares. And nobody cares. Pirates are going to be here before. Pirates are on pirate games that aren't exclusive. So what does that matter? Mac Mega with the $5 and says can't play Final Fantasy VII Remake on my toilet out here on the out of the box on the PS5 either. Shrugs. That is true. You can't out of the box. You can't. Let's see here. RT is gonna say that this Switch is OLED should have been. Nate said Breath of the Wild ran at 4K 60 and the Matrix demo looked the same on other consoles. I remember that. Well, Nate didn't say that. Eurogamer reported that. So that was something that Eurogamer first reported. Should have called it the Switch 2 XL. That sounds like a terrible name. Waiting on that Switch 2 emulator. Already waiting on it. It's coming, boys and girls. I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing what Nintendo actually does to stop that, because clearly they need to make sure everything's secure. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do to actually stop that. But I'm pretty sure the internet will figure it out quickly. Let's see. OJ, no, Nate. No, OJ. No, Nate confirmed it. I just looked it up on Reddit. Yeah, but it was first reported on Eurogamer. It was first reported on Eurogamer. Eurogamer first reported that. That was the first report was there. That's fine if Nate confirmed it or he said that it's happening, but Eurogamer said that first. The price is $450. We don't know the price yet. The price is $500. We don't know the price yet. Any word on all OLED? Not yet, no. Bro, I'm excited. I own 4 Switch systems. You are the problem. Everybody, that's why the Switch sold so well. People own 15 systems each. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. And they weren't going to call it Switch 2. I'd call it Switch Prime. Why would you call it Switch Prime? Why? Nintendo Prime? Nintendo Prime would have loved if they called it Switch Prime. He would have loved it. He would have been over the moon. He would have been over the moon. Let's see. Nate was the one who pointed out the ray tracing in the Matrix demo, I believe. Yeah, once again, I think Eurogamer reported on that first. But I mean, if Nate confirmed it, that's fine. Or if he agreed with it, that's okay. But where I first heard it was Eurogamer. Now, if Nate said it afterwards, that's fine. But that's what I recall. I recall Eurogamer reporting it, and then also VGC reporting it, and then Nate saying, yeah, he's heard some stuff too. That's what I heard. But I mean, if it's wrong, then let me know. So yeah. Let the Super Nintendo name come back. I don't know. Nintendo usually doesn't. I would say this. They usually don't give numbers to names. But I think that, once again, you got to look at it as Nintendo is not under the same leadership that they were 30 years ago. So people that made decisions 10 years ago or 20 years ago aren't the same people that are making decisions right now. So Nintendo Switch 2 being the name was definitely because of Furukawa. And definitely because of, hey, let's have no confusion or anything, you know, with what's going on. Let's have no confusion with what's going on. Let's make sure that there's no issues or no problems, you know. So I think that's basically what he was trying to do, like what they were trying to do there. So let's see here. I heard they were really pissed that they had to reveal it. No, that's not it. Nate already said that the reveal was on the 16th, so they revealed it. They revealed it on their timeline. No, the fact that Nate knew the reveal a few days earlier shows that they weren't pissed and had to reveal it. They revealed it when they felt they were going to reveal it. So that was their time that they were going to reveal it. Chris Gamer ST with the $5 and says, do you think that we're still going to get Switch 1 Focus Direct in February like the rumors say? I think it's definitely possible, yeah. Maybe they just show off a few different games. Maybe they have Fire Emblem, Kirby, you know, Pokemon ZA. Obviously, there's that. Some other third-party stuff, you know, Xenoblade Chronicles X. So, yeah, I mean, we could still have a Switch 1 Direct as well. And then, of course, the games will be on Switch 2. You know, you can play those on Switch 2. Shout outs to Chris Gamer. Justin with another $3. It says, I bet emulation is not going to be as easy. I bet they locked the system down extra hard this time. Yeah, that's what we always say. And then all of a sudden, some guy like this on Twitter, like with the like black like Phantom mask on, is like, I have hacked Switch 2. First emulation details here. Click link below. That's what they always say. Oh, they locked it down. They got piracy is gonna be nothing. And all of a sudden, some guy with a freaking Vega mask on. He has like a Vega mask with claws. Goes, haha, I have unlocked. Now download games. That's what's gonna happen, bro. So yeah, I don't know. I want to believe that. I want to believe that, Justin, but I'm not. You know. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have like a Vega mask on with claws and just be like, I have hacked Switch. You play everything for free. Nintendo get no money. Now you download. So yeah. I'm not confident, but I hope so, Justin. I hope they lock it down, but yeah, I don't know, bro. Like you got people that like, you know, go through hell and back to hack systems. So, you got people that are willing to, you know, fight heaven and hell, dude. There are people that are willing to bet their life on hacking. So I don't know, man. Yeah, the hoodie and like with the like the Matrix background, you know, like the green symbols, the Matrix background. Yeah, man. So yeah. Let's see, Mario Kart 9 open world Mario Kart. I don't know if it's an open world Mario Kart, but if you look up this trailer, look. If you look at the trailer, it definitely seems like it's a more open-ended Mario Kart. Obviously, those draw distances, I mean, you can probably go off into the distance. I don't think it's an open world Mario Kart because you can clearly see, like, yeah, you've got to go on this road, you know? But, yeah, I don't know if it's an open world Mario Kart. No, I don't know about all that, but it's definitely open-ended. But, like, you can see right here. Hold up. You can see right here, like, see, you can see like this right here, like you have like a raceway that you can go alternate paths. So see this like right here, follow my mouse. See this right here? Across the left side and then there, and then it connects. So yeah, I mean, there might be some weird things, you know, with this. We don't really know yet, but yeah, we're going to have to wait and see for sure. Phantom dude says Inspector Gadget some dude with the $2 says Inspector Gadget Phantom on the offer looking, yeah, exactly. Some dude looking like Inspector Gadget, got all these damn half machine, half man robot parts and stuff, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, we definitely caught that as well, Dr. Blue, that the new it looks like the DK is the Mario movie DK. There's no more IR on the bottom of the right Joy-Con. There might still be. They might have moved it, but that IR was almost never used. So, yeah. Oh, I hope that, yeah, I think the single, I agree. I think the single player content needs to be way better. I think that the single player content absolutely needs to be way better this time around, man. It needs to be way better this time around. I agree 100%. The only reason we got this video is because of the leaks. The actual reveal is April, so that's why the video they did. People are saying the reveal wasn't good, not looking at it correctly. I don't think that's the reason why we got it, because they did the same thing with the Nintendo Switch 1. We had a reveal trailer that showed off the system, you know, and what the system could do, and then later we had a direct or a presentation. So I disagree. I don't think that's the reason why we got this is because of the leaks. I think this was already planned for a very long time. Nintendo didn't make this yesterday. They've probably been working on this trailer for a very, very long time. So I disagree. I don't think it's just because of the leaks. I think this would have happened regardless because Switch 1 was very much like this too. So I disagree with that. Let's see here. Chris Gamer ST with the $2 says needs Diddy Kong Racing Story Mode. That would be nice, man. That would be super nice. I'd be down for that. Nice of them to show Mario Kart 8 very, very special edition. Yeah, that's definitely not Mario Kart 8. You can just tell by the redesign some of the characters, like the Mario, like Donkey Kong, and like the level there, and like the size of it. Yeah, it's definitely not Mario Kart 8. Labo vehicle and technically Tears of the Kingdom are open world vehicle based games. Okay. I mean, they're not really vehicle. I mean, yeah, you could make vehicles in there, but yeah, I mean, but it's not really, but yeah. February 4th or March 2nd. February 4th or March 2nd. What does that mean? Once again, many assume things. They say Nintendo released Switch 2 trailer because of leaks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure that they were looking at that and monitoring when they were going to do their like reveal and all that. But I mean, it falls in line. If you look at like if you look at the reveal trailer, the direct, it falls in line with what they did with Switch 1. Reveal trailer for Switch 1 was October. Presentation was January. So October, November, December, January, 3 months. Reveal trailer, January, February, March, April. Direct, showing off more, 3 months. It literally lines up exactly like Switch 1. First reveal to presentation or direct, 3 months in between. So I'm guessing that I'm predicting that the launch of the system will be 2 months afterwards, very much like Switch 1. Reveal, October. Presentation or direct, let's just say direct, January. Launch, March. So reveal, January. Direct, February. Launch, June. April, May, June. So that's what I'm guessing. It's a 6-month window, about a 6-month window in between. It's the same thing here. So yeah, I don't see it as like, oh, they did it because of that. It's like, it falls right in line with what they did with the Switch 1, you know? So yeah. Why not February 4th? February 4th for what are you asking for? February 4th for what? Let's see. April's a direct time. Yeah, it's April. April 2nd. April 2nd. Mac Mega with the $3 says, do you still think Nintendo will get the Nintendo Direct for a regular Switch in February? Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah, I think it's possible for sure. Playing Splatoon with the mouse will be a godsend. I mean, we got to see how comfortable that mouse support's going to be or how good it's going to be first and foremost. Can you like adjust it and stuff like that? So we'll see for sure. I hope the joysticks are Hall effect. I hope the triggers are not digital Switch 1. The triggers or the analog sticks are going to be Hall effect because Nintendo did a patent for it. I don't know about the triggers and all that. I don't mind. I don't mind digital because like I don't care about pressure sensitive triggers. Like I just don't care about them. But I mean, if they do, then that'd be cool. If they don't, then that's fine with me too. Never seen someone happy about Mario Kart that looks Switch 1 Mario Kart. Looks like Switch 1 Mario Kart. Well, there's 24 people that you can catch from the trailer. The draw distance and the stage looks way bigger than any Mario Kart 1, or I think it meant Mario Kart 8. So I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of people happy about that when it comes down to it. Also, you look at the redesign of the characters, like the Donkey Kong, it's from the movie Donkey Kong one, so it doesn't necessarily look just like it. And I think once we actually get the game and we can compare it, I think it's going to be, it's a cartoon art style, so you can't really going to tell too much of a difference. But you can tell right there that the textures and the actual game, it's different. It's a ground up new Mario Kart game. Obviously the stage is different, but right there you can tell by the Donkey Kong, it's the new one. So the reason why people are excited for it is 1, it's a new Mario Kart game. 2, there's 24 people on screen instead of the what was it? Is it 12? So they've doubled it essentially. You're going to get bigger stages, bigger races, blah blah blah. You know, obviously there's going to be a bunch of new carts and stuff like that. Plus there's probably going to be a single player in the game too, so they're probably going to actually add some content to it. So people are excited for that. But I mean, if you want to make it seem like somebody's just getting excited for this game that looks the same, you got to look at the details, my boy. You got to look at the details, my man. But wait till the game actually comes out. I think then you're going to probably change your mind, you know. But it's easy to just look at that and say it's the same. It's easy. But if you look at the fine details, trust me, there's a lot of things that are different. There's probably not going to be a double dash mode, the Great Wall. There's probably not going to be a double dash mode. No, probably not. But we'll see. If you said minus the TV, I'm thinking the box art is going to look like minus the TV 157. What, the box art? Minus the TV? Oh, okay, yeah. And like, okay, then the okay, yeah, probably. Yeah, I can see that being the box art. Yeah, and then like have like a red box or something like that. Yeah, I can see that. Mario Kart has never really pushed the system to the limits. I don't think it's good for people to assume what Switch 2 games and look based off of it. Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart's more about, just like I said, having fun. Although I will say that Mario Kart 8 definitely is one of the better looking games on the Wii U originally. It was one of the, it definitely looked like, okay, this really took advantage of the Wii U. You know, I don't know about like the 3DS. I mean, I don't know if it pushed it to its limits, but I mean, it looked great. Mario Kart's always looked very clean and looked good. So yeah. So yeah. But it's all good though, you know? This game does not look the same as Mario Kart 8. Well, I mean, like I said, if you're a casual fan of Mario Kart, it looks similar, right? Like a casual fan. But if you look at, like I said, the fine details, you can see a lot of differences. But once again, let's wait till the game is actually in our hands, on our TVs, you know, stuff like that. Going over YouTube compression and all that, that's not a great way to judge a game overall. But once you actually get the game and like you see it like direct feed, you know, stuff like that, like direct feed trailers, maybe blah, 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 whatever. Not compression or not, you know, based off of like reveal trailers. You know, I think it'll definitely look better / whatever, you know, like once you get it on your system, get it on your TV, DLSS, whatever, you know, whatever they do. And it's not finished. They're probably going to make the game look better by the time that it comes out. Just like Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey, look at the reveal trailer for Mario Odyssey. And then, or like the first, and then look at the final. It looked better as well. So games aren't finished. At least it's not done right now. So yeah. How many courses will we get from Mario Kart 9? Wonder how many courses we'll get from Mario Kart 9. I have no idea. We're gonna have to wait and see on that. So yeah. Give me Renegade Roundup for battle mode again. Renegade Round. That's from Double Dash, right? Well, the Double Dash online would be the slam dunk. Would be the easiest slam dunk of all time. Yeah. Once again, like I don't know if they're gonna do that based off this reveal trailer. I don't know if they're gonna do Double Dash mode or anything. Doesn't seem like it. We don't know what the gimmick is gonna be for this new one. So yeah. Dad think we might get Super Mario 64 too. I don't think it's going to be Super Mario 64 2. I think it's going to be a brand new 3D Mario that has like a new name, because that's what Nintendo always does with new Mario. I don't know if they're ever going to go back and make a sequel to a Mario game from the past. Like Nintendo almost, I don't recall Nintendo ever doing that. Like waiting a long time and making a sequel to a past game, like a past Mario game. Like usually if we get a sequel, it's going to be right afterwards. So for example, there was supposed to be a Mario 64 2, but they ended up canceling it, right? And that was in the same, like, you know, 64 DD or whatever, right? So, or there was supposed to be like you know, follow-up. Like, they just don't do that. So I don't know if they're going to wait, you know, 30 years or whatever. And then all of a sudden, oh, here's Mario 64 2. Like, I don't know if they do that. Galaxy 2 came out right after Galaxy 1. Galaxy 1 was 2007. Galaxy 2 was 2010. So I'm talking about waiting long, like waiting decades and saying, here's a sequel. They don't ever do that. Galaxy 1, 2007. Galaxy 2, 2010. Super Mario 3D Land, 2011. Super Mario 3D World, 2013. They usually don't wait super long to make a follow-up to a 3D Mario game. So I doubt it. Mario and Donkey Kong. Mario and Donkey Kong. That is not a 3D Mario game, my man. Game Boy with the $4.99 says, I can't believe it. Nintendo is calling the Switch successor Switch 2. That was already leaked that was going to be the name. But yeah, it's definitely breaks the tradition that Nintendo usually has with not calling systems direct, like, number follow-ups. I won't be surprised if there's some kind of weirdos prefers old Switch 2 mock-up trailer that was spread online. I never saw the old Switch 2 mock-up trailers, so I'm not sure. Yeah, outside of Metroid Dread and Prime 4, they almost never do sequels long after. Well, I'm talking about 3D Mario. I'm not talking about other franchises. Other franchises, they've definitely done sequels, you know, every now and then, like long, you know, sequels. But 3D Mario, yeah, they don't usually do that with 3D Mario. Questions: are we getting Switch 1 games before the April? Absolutely. Zoo is bored. with the $5 says, there you are. No games. No one normal's excited for just hardware. Where's the games in your video game system announcement? Thought Nate was kidding. Well, they showed Mario Kart. So they showed a brand new Mario Kart. They showed that. But we're going to get all the games in April. So they announced like there's a direct and that's going to have all the games there. So I think anybody that's looking forward to the system is going to be excited for a new Mario Kart game because they're going to show it right here, Zoo. Thank you for the $5. But yeah, they're going to show the game. It's coming up. They're going to show Mario Kart coming up right here. So I'm not sure if you saw that, but they did show Mario Kart, which obviously that's the Switch's best-selling game. So there you go. There's a game right there for you. There's Mario Kart. But yeah, the Direct is coming in April. So you can't buy the system now. So if you're not excited now, that's fine. In April, when they show off all the games, you're going to be excited then. So the Direct is coming. So they let us know about that beforehand. So I think if they didn't let us know that the Direct was coming, that I can get not being excited. There's not any games. But they did let us know it's backwards compatible right here. You can play all of your games. That's good. You can play all physical and digital. You know, you can play all your games. And then they said Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2, April 2nd. So they let us know not only can you play backwards compatible, we got a new Mario Kart game, but there's gonna be games announced. No need to panic. No need to worry. Games are coming. We got a Direct on April 2nd. So get ready. Get excited for that. That's good, man. I don't have a problem at all. Switch 1 did have more games revealed. You know, it did, which they didn't actually reveal them. They just showed them. They showed Mario Odyssey, but we had no idea what it was. They showed Splatoon 2, but we had no idea what that was. They showed Breath of the Wild. We knew what that was. They showed Skyrim. They showed NBA 2K, and they showed Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's what they showed. So they showed a few games, but they didn't confirm anything. Switch 2 trailer, obviously only one game compared to the 5 or 6 that Switch 1 trailer showed. But the Switch 1 trailer was also focused more on the hardware. You know, it was focused more on that, about just revealing the system, first and foremost. But then later in January, they showed the presentation where they actually went over all the details and everything. Same thing here, just a little bit less games. They did show some of the functionality, like the mouse thing. They showed the bigger controllers, but I'm excited for the Switch 2 Direct. That's what's going to be lit. And I'm so glad that they give us plenty of time. Give us time. We got till April. So now we can get everything set up. You can clear your schedule. You can take your vacation, Zoo. You can do whatever you need to do to get ready for April. I love it. To me, that's the way to get it done. You know? So yeah. Let's see here. Joy-Con 2 won't support air biting for Switch 1 and 2, or air for 1-2 Switch, but ain't nobody care about 1-2 Switch. Also, finally, the Switch 2 waiting speculation, woeing saga is over. Yes, it's finally over. But now the next saga begins. Trust me. Now that Nintendo's officially revealed it, the floodgates are going to open even more. You're going to see so many rumors and other... Trust me, guys. It doesn't stop here. So, it's never done. It never ends. It never ends, man. It never ends. So yeah. The pirate comment has me in stitches. The Super Nintendo, the Nintendo ninjas are gonna find that Vega, slice it and dice it. I know, man. They should have called it Nintendo Snap. No, they shouldn't have called it Nintendo Snap. The bezel thick is thicker than a Snicker. Yeah, that exactly. Like people pointed that out. Definitely thick bezel on there, man. Definitely pretty thick bezel on there. People are gonna be waiting for the Switch Super 2 Switch OLED Extreme Deluxe. Let's see here. Don't call me broke. I'm financially challenged. You don't gotta, guys. You don't gotta buy it day one. Like it's okay to admire from a distance. Trust me, I did that when I was younger. I admired from a distance a lot of times. Like I remember, like when the Sega CD came out, the 32X, I admired from a distance. You know, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. Hopefully, 24 races online. I think they already showed 24 racers, so I doubt they would show 24 racers and it not be 24 racers online. So I'm pretty sure it's 24 racers online and offline. Let's see here. It's called being a window shopper. No, you just admire from afar, you know? Admire from afar. You can watch. See, the thing about it, being broke or not having money to buy games is so much better in today's day than it was when you were younger or back in the day. Back in the day when you couldn't afford games, there was no YouTube, there was no Twitch. You couldn't even live vicariously through other people playing games. Back in the day when you were broke, you were just broke. and you just couldn't do, there's nothing that you just knew about it, or you would go see it, like be a window shopper, right? But you couldn't even experience it. See me, I can experience other people playing stupid games and laugh at them and not actually have to do it myself in today's day. Like I can watch other people play Call of Duty and experience all the stupidity that goes with Call of Duty and laugh at them. See, back in the day, if you were broke and you didn't know what was going on, like you didn't know if the game was good or not, you just saw it, maybe you wanted it, but you didn't have any money to buy it. But now you can actually check, you can see it. So if you're broke, not only that, but you can play free-to-play games. Being broke in today's day is so much better than being broke back then. Because back then you didn't have any options. There was very few. You can rent, you can, you know, if you had a mom and pop store, you can maybe play games for like $1 or $2 for like an hour or whatever, 30 minutes. But in today's day, if you're broke, you can play free-to-play games, you can watch streams, you can watch somebody else play, you can live vicariously through them. It's so much better being broke in today's day as a gamer before compared to back in the day when I was broke and I couldn't afford games. Like, so enjoy it. You know, enjoy this. See, like back in the day, something like this would be revealed like at an event, right? Like the 64 or whatever, Space World, and you just be seeing it like on magazines, and you just be like, oh, well, you know, there's no, like, you can maybe see one at the store. It's only specialty, but now it's in your living room anytime that you want it. You got a cell phone, you can watch it on your screen. You know, it's so much better. It's so much better being broke in today's day compared to back then as a gamer. You know? Exactly. Now you can watch somebody play the whole game. 60 frames per second, Paper Mario 1000 Euro. They would need a patch for that to be it. That they would need a patch. So you can emulate Switch games on Steam Deck and Ally. What's the point? You can emulate Switch games on Steam Deck and Ally. What's the point? To be able to play it on official hardware and actually have Nintendo's system. Switch 2 is not Switch 1 either, so we don't know about Switch 2 emulation and all that. And what if you don't want to buy a Steam Deck? What if you don't feel like paying for one? What if you want to just buy it on official hardware like a lot of people do? So that's the point. The point is people like playing stuff on official hardware. People like actually having the features from that system. People want to be able to play it on there easily. They don't want to have to go online and download and all. They want to be able to buy a game physical. You can't buy games physical on Steam Deck. You'd have to, you know, download it. So if you want physical games, if you want certain stuff like that, you can't do that. So there's always going to be people that want to play games officially. Not everybody wants to be, you know, and on top of that, nobody actually has a Steam Deck. You know, like, like Steam Deck's only sold like 3 to 4 million. So nobody actually has one compared to the most people that play video games. So that's another reason why nobody actually has a Steam Deck. It hasn't sold that great. I know Twitter will tell you differently. Twitter will make it seem like Steam Deck has sold 50 million units and everybody and their mom loves Steam Deck. But I'm here to tell you, most people do not care or know what the hell a Steam Deck is and don't know what it is and don't care. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you guys. I know this sounds crazy. People will call me names, call me shill, call me whatever, but that's the facts. The facts are most people don't have a Steam Deck, don't know what it is, and don't care. And the Switch 2 is probably going to outsell the Steam Deck in like 5 seconds. That's the truth. That's the reality. I'm here to break it down to you. You know, I'm sorry. If you hate me for it, you can hate me for it, but I'm being honest, and that's what I am. I'm honest. People have called me a lot of things, but they never called me really a lie. I'm not a liar, okay? And that's the truth. The honest truth is that most people don't care. And that people online sit there and push all these PC handhelds in your face, and they don't tell you the truth. The truth is nobody buys that crap. Overall. This system, the Switch 2, is going to outsell Steam Deck 1 and outsell pretty much every single handheld PC almost in like an instant. It's going to almost instantly outsell it. So that's the reason why people are going to... That's the point. The point is nobody cares to do all that. You know, that's the point. So yeah, man. Sorry to break it to you, man. Sorry to break it to you, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Let's see here. No real innovations for Nintendo's next gen consoles. Basically, Switch 1.5. No real innovations. Well, they haven't really showed off the features for it yet. So once we get the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, we'll see if there's any actual what innovations they've put into it. They did show a little bit. They had like the mouse feature, so there is that, which you can tell from the trailer. But it is an evolution of the concept. But I don't know. I never called the 3DS a DS 1.5. I never called the Game Boy Advance a Game Boy 1.5. I think it's a sequel to an expanded, like an existing system, or even like the N64, the NES to the Super Nintendo, or even N64 to the GameCube. Those were both the same concept, but just more powerful. So yeah. So Nintendo's actually done that many times, but there was innovations in all those systems too. So we'll see what they have for this one. Let's see here. They should have called it Nintendo Snap. Why should they call it Nintendo Snap? Steam Deck is great, but most people have no idea what it is. PC handhelds are niche. That's what I'm saying. So it's like whenever people say you can just emulate it on Steam Deck, I'm like, well, how many people have bought a Steam Deck? You know, like, let's just be real here. Can we stop, like, with the cap? Like, and people get mad when I say this. Like, I don't say it on Twitter a lot because people get crazy, because Twitter's crazy. But on my channel, I'll say it. Like, can we stop acting like this is, like, some type of, like, phenomenon? Like, Steam Deck says some type of, like, phenomenon. Like, everyone has. No, everyone doesn't have it. Most people don't care. Like, just keep it a buck, man. I'm just being honest with you guys. Not trying to hate. Steam Deck's great. I have a Steam Deck. Where's my Steam Deck at? I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere around. I have a Steam Deck too. It's fantastic. It's cool. But let's just be real. Let's be real here. See, Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2 exclusive or cross. It's not a Switch 2 exclusive. They've already confirmed it for Switch 1. Joy-Con snap to the console. How about this? You can call it a Nintendo Switch Snap. How about that? They should probably call it Nintendo Switch 2 so people know that it's not just the Joy-Con attachment for the Switch 1. Because trust me, if they called it Nintendo Switch Snap, people would be like, does it just mean that they've made Joy-Cons that snap to your Switch 1? Like, so that's the reason why I say no, they shouldn't call it that. Because if they called it that, you have people that are sitting there and say, oh, I'm confused. I don't know. Like, nah, man. Like, no. That's why they shouldn't call it that. It's very simple. Very simple why they shouldn't call that. Because they show this trailer. Oh, it's just basically Joy-Cons that snap to the Switch 1. It's not even a new system. It's just a new controller. Hell no, they shouldn't call it that. Y'all just want them to repeat the same thing with Wii U so you can say something online. People would have just been like, it's just a new Joy-Cons. It ain't even a new system. Hell nah. They shouldn't call it that. Let's see here. Switch 2 is just a boring name. Nintendo has never done numbered iterations in the name. There's a first time for everything. They also never did a hybrid before they did a hybrid. So, first time for everything. And if it's a boring name, good. Let it be boring. Because the last thing that you don't want a Wii U situation. So, let it be boring. Let it be boring, but you know exactly what it is. So you know exactly what it is. Not sure if the kickstand's gonna be better than the OLED kickstand. I mean, I don't know. The OLED kickstand's like a square. This one's a U. I don't know if one's better or not. We gotta wait and see. Let's see here. Ashoka with the $10 says, I love my Steam Deck and my Switch. I put thousands of hours into both portables. I get annoyed with the constant hatred towards Switch. Fantasia Neo Dimension is fantastic, but tough. Yes, I agree. It's great. Let's see. Imagine, man, the next second, all those Nintendo fans just gonna be yada yada yada. Imagine, man, the next second. Okay. Shout out to Ashoka Tano. Thank you for the $10. Yo, the JoJo boys in the house. I'm sorry that my notifications aren't working. Appreciate that, JoJo. So yeah, exactly. Nintendo's under new leadership. So yeah, they've never called it in the past, but that's past. I mean, there's certain traditions that Nintendo does, but in this case, I think that you have to be very careful. After the Wii U situation, you have to be very careful. Like, you have to be careful after the Wii situation. And remember, Nintendo does not have another system to rely upon. They don't have another system, so it's not like they can say, oh, well, if one of our systems fails, we have this other system to back us up. They don't have that. So you better make sure that whatever you're saying is clear. They show both systems. They let it be known that it's a separate system. They let it be known that it's called Nintendo Switch 2. That, like, they're being very literal because the media and gamers screwed them over with the Wii U. So the last thing that you want to do is run into the same problems that you did with the Wii U. So if people didn't do that crap, didn't pull that stunt with the Wii U, I think Nintendo might have named it something different. Like, honestly, like, and I'm not even just sitting here trying to cap. Like, I think they would have named it something like a Nintendo Switch Snap. Like, if people weren't so, I need to know exactly what this is, otherwise I'm confused. Think about it for a second. Nintendo said this on Twitter. Let me give you guys an example. Nintendo said, Nintendo Switch software will be compatible, or Nintendo Switch 1 software will be compatible with the Nintendo Switch successor. And you know what a big mainstream editor did? He took that and said, digital games are confirmed, but nothing on physical. That's what he did. That's what he did. He took that and said digital games are confirmed, but physical isn't. That is what we're dealing with in today's day, boys and girls, and just with people in general. Nintendo has never stated that software is physical or digital. They've never said that. They've literally said that software means both. It's on their reports, it's in their trailers, it's in everything. And somebody took that and spinned it as it's confirmed digital, but not physical cartridges, because they didn't say physical cartridges. That's what we're dealing with the modern media and with people. If you don't say exactly what it is and have it named that way, people will take it and spin it to whatever they want to spin. And that's why I had hundreds of people coming to my channel telling me that Nintendo, it's going to be all digital, no physical confirmed, it's all digital. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. But that's what we're dealing with in today's day. So if you call it Nintendo Switch Snap, or if you call it Nintendo Switch whatever, people are going to take that and spin it into whatever they want to be confused about. Like, they're going to spin it into whatever, and they're going to try to force that out there because they'll get them clicks. They're not going to tell you what it is, what it actually is, and use logic. Act confused. Act shocked. Act like there's something wrong. That's what Tom Warren did when they announced backwards compatibility. That's what he did. So nah, that's why I can't vibe with people just calling it. It's like, just call it whatever, because nah, man. You know what they're gonna do. You know what these people are gonna do. You already know what they're gonna do. J2 with the $10. So saw a tweet that said Switch 2 is worse name than the Wii U. Hasn't been a day yet. Worse than the Wii U. Except for like when PlayStation names their systems, they're like, oh well, that name's fine, but Switch 2, no, terrible name. Yeah, almost looks the same. A cell phone didn't need to change that much. Yes, it looks it looks almost the same, but the cell phone didn't need to change that much. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be evolutions of these things. They've definitely, changed a little bit of the design of it, but yeah. Thank you for the $10, J2. Thank you for the $4.99 from Anderson Blitzes. That's true. If they went the same Super Nintendo Switch, the mainstream audience wouldn't think it's a successor and not a Switch. Exactly. So you've got to be careful with this one. So if they decide to make another Nintendo Switch, it's probably going to be called Nintendo Switch 3. It's probably, and if they make another, it's probably going to be called Nintendo Switch 4. So yeah, like that's the problem. That's the problem. Which it sucks, but that's not our fault. That's the media's fault. That's people's fault. That's just general people's fault. Like that's a natural course of life. We can't necessarily change anything like that, right? SP Scarecrow with the 35 months of tune in tier. Thank you so much. Celtiverse with the 40 months. Thank you so much, Celtiverse. Appreciate that. How many players does Mario Kart 8 support? 12. Can we stop and speculate on Switch 2 Pro? Yes. At least they finally going to go ahead and retail the OG just by judging, assuming from the picture they said that you can actually go and play probably most Switch 1 games. So yeah, you're going to be able to play backwards compatibility. Like the games that probably won't work are stuff like Labo. GameCube 2 in 2032. Yeah, first time I've ever seen people complain about a console name isn't fun enough. Well, I mean, like they called it the Wii U, right? And oh, that name's terrible. I don't like that name. It's this. I don't know what it is. So, like, if anybody's to blame with the name, it's gamers. So all of you guys are to blame. So I guess media, you can blame us. So it's our fault. It's our fault with that. So yeah. I'm hearing there's some pressure sensitive buttons for it. Maybe kind of like haptic feedback. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I think we'll see at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. They'll probably detail it more. Matt Roadhouse with the $1 dono says, whoa! Yeah. I bet GameStop is already taking pre-orders. They're not taking pre-orders yet. I think pre-orders will start probably in April after the Direct. Wonder if we'll finally going to get Nintendo Switch Selects for the old Switch 1 games. I think it's possible for sure, but maybe not. The media are probably breaking their chairs because they want negative news. Yeah, they can't spin it anyway, man. But the funniest thing is that, like, the media or whatever, right? Like, if a system does good, it's better for the media. Like, Wii U flopping and failing was not good for the gaming industry. It's not good. outside of maybe like what you got from it, but you get less games, you get less articles, you get less stuff. Yes, you're going to take advantage of anything that you can as a media member. Sure, you take advantage of that, but something being successful is good for the overall health of the gaming industry. So, I mean, like at the end of the day, like most people in the media want everything to be successful because you can write more articles, you can write more articles on games, you're going to get more games coming out. But I will admit there are, and I know some of these people, there are some people in the media that absolutely do not give a damn. All they want is PC. They want everything to be PC. They don't care about the overall health of the gaming industry and like everybody's jobs and people's working at these companies. They don't care. All they care about is what they want. And what they want is like everything PC or everything PlayStation or everything on whatever they like. And there are absolutely media members that are like that. So you also have to keep that in mind. There are absolutely content creators like, oh my God, there's like a million content creators that are like that literally don't give a damn about anybody else but themselves, right? So like, yeah. David with the $2 says, Melbourne hands-on 10-11 May, which is quite late. Yeah, so it's probably going to launch in June. So yeah. PS fanboys mad. I can see a lot of problems with this console. I think it's going to be the next Wii U. I think it's not going to be the next Wii U. But I'm willing to bet I think it's not. But what are the problems? Let's hear it. What are the problems that you see with the console? Let's hear it. I'd rather have it called Switch 2 than Xbox did. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. Some parents accidentally bought an Xbox One X instead of an Xbox Series X for their kids. Say that 10 times fast. Xbox 360, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. Say it backwards. Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox Series S. Xbox sad. Just watch RT's video and he's right. Everyone owes Nate the hate an apology. Not everyone. A lot of people do though. I wasn't doubting him. Microsoft is done. Microsoft's fine. Flopping for the Wii itself was obvious. We could predict 2021 during the lockdowns. First of all, the Joy-Cons will be easier to lose now. There's no guarantee that those magnets will hold up for long, especially after being used for a long time. There's no guarantee based off of what technology are they using in the Joy-Cons that make it to where they won't hold up for a long time. Do you know the technology that they're using in there? Have you tried it out? Do you know what materials that they're using? And how are they going to be harder to lose, or how are they going to be easier to lose when they're bigger? When they're bigger than the original Joy-Cons. So how's that, Mally? Let me know. Do you know the technology? Do you know like the structure? Do you know what they're going to be, what they're using in terms of materials and all that? If you know, let me know. Let's see. Joy-Cons aren't going to fall off. People are crazy. Well, no, I want to know. I mean, if you guys have information that I don't have on the Joy-Con technology or the magnets or how they use them or the material, let me know so then we can talk about it. Let me know. The magnet will disconnect. He's saying, how will it disconnect? Based off of what? Has he tried it? Has there been information that's shown that it will come off? What's the proof or evidence of it? I just want to know. Like I said, I'm all ears, guys, honestly. And I legitimately want to know. Like if you know about magnet technology or if you know what they're using, let me know so we can talk about it. I'm just speculating here. I can be 100% wrong. Exactly. You're just speculating. You don't know. So I don't know. If you don't know what the technology is, if you don't know how it's going to work, I think it's a little bit premature to say that it's going to be like a Wii U or it's going to be lost. You don't know yet. So it seems illogical to me. Plus if the magnet breaks, it's a wrap. How do you know that it will break? You know what I'm saying? Like this is, sure, anything can break. If you launch a new system, the internals can overheat. If you launch a new system, it can have the red ring of death. It can have the yellow light of death. It can have whatever. There's all sorts of hypotheticals with any new system. So any system can be a Wii U situation. If your discussion or if your argument is it's gonna break, anything can break. We've seen with every system, anything can break. So that's not a real argument, or that's not a real, it's gonna be like this because something can break. That's not, any system can break. Anything can have any problems, So you got to give me anything that's actually like some stuff that actually has like factual backing to like, oh, I think it's going to be like this because, I don't know, whatever. There's got to be something more than I think it's going to break, So that's not a real argument, to be honest. That's just that's just you saying, I think it's going to break. Based off of what? You don't know what technology they're using. You have no idea. It's fair for people to speculate, but it would be but would help if they base the speculation on at least a sliver of law. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so before the PlayStation 5 launched and before the Xbox Series launched, did I say, oh, well, the Xbox Series is going to fail because it's going to break? Because it's a powerful system and it's going to overheat, and they've overheated in the past. I didn't say that. That's not logical. That's not logical. That's just guessing or assuming something. That's ridiculous, guys. That's not logical. Like, if you want to say, oh, it can have a problem because the Joy-Cons can drift. Okay, that's logical because Switch 1 Joy-Cons drifted. You know, that didn't cause the system to fail, but they drifted. So that's a logical thought process. Like, oh, okay, yeah, they just had Switch 1 Joy-Cons. There's been a lot of drifting. There's been lawsuits. That makes sense. You know, I get that. That's why I've been answering everybody's question. I haven't said to anybody that's illogical when anybody said that to me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely a concern. But just to say, oh, well, the magnets are gonna break, or oh, well, this, it's like you don't know the technology, you don't know what they're using. Like that's ridiculous, you know. So yeah, they're not speculating, OJ. They're just hoping and wishing. It definitely seems more like a hope and a wish. Yeah, it seems like more of a hope and a wish. But let's see. So yeah. I'm sure the price will be $349. I don't think it's going to be $349. That's the same price as the Nintendo Switch OLED. I think it's going to be, they're going to bump it up $50, so I think it's going to be for $400. But some people are saying $500, some people are saying $449, some people are saying $400. I think it's going to be $400, but we'll see. They're using refrigerator they're using refrigerator magnets. That's the same ones. I just hope they can stick to the same digital source material because they might be using some magnetic chromium titanium resin as a development maker. Plus my OG Switch easily got broken. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure whatever they're using, they're probably going to use something that works and works well. I don't think they would use it if it didn't, but we'll see. Like I said, if it comes out and it's terrible and it breaks, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But saying that it's going to be this or that right now, I think it's a little early. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not logical right now. Based off of a CG trailer, I mean, it's not even a real Switch. It's a freaking CG. It's like a pre-rendered trailer. It's like a CG pre-rendered trailer. You know, it's not even a real actual system or a unit. Like, if we get the unit like hands-on and like you can see it's like super flimsy. Oh, it looks like it's gonna break there. Then okay, but it's off of a computer rendered trailer. That's ridiculous. You know. Let's see. Is that Mario Kart 9 in trailer? Yes, it's Mario Kart 9. It's the next Mario Kart for sure. So yeah. Wait till the OLED. Yeah, you can wait till the OLED version if they have one. You can definitely do that. I mean, you'll probably get more games with it too. Let's see. I've always disliked the Joy-Cons. The system should come with Pro Controller, but I think the design is nice. Yeah, they're definitely not gonna make it come with the Pro Controller because they want you to buy the Pro Controller. So that's gonna zap the profits because the new Pro Controller is probably gonna be like, you know, $70 or something. So they're sure as hell not gonna give you one. They're sure as hell not gonna give you one. Let's see. I'm a PC user and I'm tempted to buy Switch 2. Hey, if you want to buy it. I think it's going to be based off the games. So if you see something that you like, game-wise, you buy it for that, you know? Let's see. Legion Go controllers are magnetic and no one had disconnect issues. Nobody's talking about the Legion Go controllers and having disconnect issues because nobody cares. Nobody even knows the Legion Go controllers are magnetic because nobody cares. People care about Switch 2 or Nintendo is like a more known name, so it's got to come there. But yeah, whatever. I didn't even know that the Legion Go controllers are magnetic. I had no idea. I mean, if they are, I don't know if they are. But nobody cares. That's the truth. If the OG controllers work, that would be nice. I'm guessing that Nintendo will have backwards compatibility with OG controllers, but I don't know if they're going to have backwards compatibility with OG controllers on Switch 2 games. So if you're playing a Switch 2 game on Switch 2, will you be able to use a Switch 1 controller? Probably not. If you're playing a Switch 1 game on a Switch 2, you'll probably be able to use the controller, right? So I think that's how it's going to be. Like, unless they put functionality in, because like I'm looking at it maybe like Wii, like GameCube to Wii. GameCube to Wii, some games allowed you to use a GameCube controller, some games did not. Wii to Wii U, some games allowed you to use a Wii remote, some games did not. Most games on the, some games didn't allow you to. So I think it's going to be a game by game basis that they will allow you to use a Switch 1 controller on Switch 2. Some games will allow it, some games won't. It just depends. I did not realize until now that the Joy-Cons have their own grip to connect to the act as a mouse. Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on, you're not finished. Let's hear the rest of it, Bally. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Let's hear it. Just to confirm, the Direct will be talking only about Nintendo Switch 2 console, right? Not games. No, they'll be talking about, it's a Direct. So anytime that you talk about a Direct, there's going to be games. So no, there'll be games at that Direct. It's not just the console. Just think about it just like Switch 1. You know, Switch 1 had a reveal. They didn't really talk about games. They just showed the system, and they showed a few games, but they didn't confirm anything. And then the Switch 2, like the presentation of the Direct was all about the games and the system, like the price, pre-orders, all that stuff. So they're going to give us the blowout of information in April. So yeah. Mario Paint. Yeah, that's what some people were saying, Mario Paint. I hope the Pro controller works. Or there's a Pro 2. I'm almost positive there will be a Pro 2 controller, like, because they need to add that new button. So there is going to be a new Nintendo Switch 2 like Pro controller. Like, I'm 100% sure there will be a new Switch 2 Pro controller, because this new button needs to be added. I'll show you the button that I'm talking about, guys. It's the C. They removed the C, but I'm guessing that there's a number on this. Like this button right here, that needs to be added to another controller. So you can't have functionality that's only on one controller, but that's not on the other for a button. Now, in terms of like certain functionality, like when it comes to like gyro or something like that, I mean, there's some things that you can get away with, but usually for controllers, you need to have every feature that's on one controller. It needs to be on like another controller. So I'm almost positive there will be a Switch 2, a Switch 2 Pro controller. I'm 100% positive there will be. Plus, it's easy money. Jermaine Clark with the $10 says, OJ, Xbox should have been naming the system conventionally after the Xbox 360 for the normal customer. It should be Xbox 360, Xbox 460, Xbox 560, Xbox 660. Oh, it gets more and more ridiculous as you go up. It gets just more and more ridiculous. More and more and more and more and more and more ridiculous every single time. So yeah. It's the same as the capture button. It is not the same as the capture button when it comes down to it. So it's not the same. So if you have like a regular standard Switch, right? Here's the standard Switch. Unless you're saying like the capture button like for the controller. Okay, I think that's what you're saying. My bad. You're saying like they have to have the capture button on the Pro controller. Okay. But yeah, here's the regular Switch controller. The capture button is on this side, right? It's on this side. The home button is on the right side, your right hand. And then there's another button for the Switch 2 underneath that. So they need to add that to the Pro controller. So here's and I think that's what you're saying. I think what you're saying is that it's the same as the Pro controller, where on the Pro controller for the Switch, they have to have the capture button on there. So the same thing. Here's a Pro controller for the Switch. Here's the capture button. So they have to have every button and every feature that's on the Joy-Con. It needs to be on the controller as well. You know, there's HD Rumble on there. You know, everything needs to be. Otherwise, if you don't have certain stuff, then certain games that take advantage of that won't be able to. They won't be able to, which is why you had problems with certain games. So, for example, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. Oh, you have this second screen that allows you to look at the mining and look at different stuff. Oh, but we didn't program it into the game to where it can be just on the controller so somebody can play it with the regular standard controller. So the Wii U Pro controller has no screen on it. So you have to use the actual screen from the Wii U gamepad, right? To use certain functionalities since there's no screen on the Wii U Pro controller. So that's what you want to avoid. You want to avoid having to have two controllers. Tokyo Mirage Sessions also does this, and I think there might be a few other games. But yeah, if you have features that are only on one controller, if you make another controller that doesn't have that, you're in trouble. There's issues, or you have to use two controllers, you know, which is stupid. So yeah. So I'm pretty sure they've got to build a new Pro controller so they can have that, whatever that button is. Places we are rejoicing at the reveal, yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade X, Prime 4, Legends ZA are probably going to be my last Switch games before Switch 2. Yep, looking that way. How long do you think it'll take Nintendo to put out an OLED screen? I mean, if we're looking at from like the Switch 1, It's going to take about 2017, 18, 19, 20. It's going to take about 3 to 4 years. So I'm guessing by 2028, or let's just say 2027. Let's go 2020, 2028, 2027, 2028. You might hear some rumblings about it. If they add the same Bluetooth feat, just like they did with Pro Controller, cooldown and temperature, be afford my own savings. All right. Looks like they'll be playing Switch OLED today. I haven't tested it in a while. Nice. When do you think we'll be able to pre-order? Probably after the April 2nd Direct. OJ, notice PlayStation can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No one says anything with Switch 2. They get all static. Yeah, it's because Nintendo's never done it before, so PlayStation has always done it. So it's like tradition. You know, it's like, oh, well, Nintendo's never done that, so this is the reason why it's not good. After looking at the specs, do you think it can run Red Dead Redemption 2 or Resident Evil 4 Remake or no? I mean, those 2 games are on PS4, so of course it can run both of those games. Let's see here. Also, those are on Xbox One as well, so both of those games. Digital games. What about digital games? Switch 2 Pro rumors when? Switch 2 Pro rumors will start a couple years into the Switch 2 life. Pre-orders will open after April 2nd. Yeah, it'll be very much like the Switch 1. Switch 1 pre-orders open right after their presentation in January 2017. So it's going to be very similar to that, you know? Good vibes. Gaming already has 24 minutes of Mario Kart 9 analysis video. Nice. Let's go. Do you think the next Mario Kart is a launch title? Probably, if they're willing to show it. Yeah, it's probably a launch title. People are so anti-Nintendo, they always want them to fail. I mean, I think it's a... Obviously, you're going to have concerns. Same thing with PlayStation or Xbox or anything. You're always going to have certain concerns at first and foremost. But, I mean, this is probably the safest that they can go with to alleviate most people's concerns. So, right now, at this point, in my opinion, there's no reason to be concerned too much because they're essentially taking what people liked about the Switch and just making it way better. Like, it's just, okay, it's a Switch, but it's just way better. But we have some other tricks up our sleeves, but nothing, you know, we'll reveal that later. So, for me, I don't know. There's really nothing to be too upset about right now. If you thought the Switch 1 was a good start, then Switch 2 is just going to be like, okay, it's going to be a continuation of that. So, there's not really anything to be upset now. But, yeah, there are people that are just haters. But it's okay to have a few concerns here and there. But right now, there's not really anything major. I'm waiting for Mally, though. Mally said that he said he's not finished. So, I'm waiting for Mally on Twitch. Yes, the bezel definitely seems larger. Even though... Once again, like the screen and all that, it seems like it's definitely like a large bezel for sure, even though you can't tell from here. But yeah, people won't like that. But yeah, maybe they'll fix it with a revision or something. Nintendo haters tradition. There's nothing wrong with not liking something. You don't have to like something. Like that's not like a requirement that you have to like something. Although I do think that it's weird to, you know, when it comes to like people's jobs and stuff, to be so angry about something, you know? I do think that's a little weird, but, you know, like I don't like, you know, PC handhelds, but I don't want PC handhelds to not do well, or I'm not going to go complain or whine on like trailers for PC handhelds. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, if Lenovo Legion Go does well, or if it does good for them. You know, I hope they can build something and they can, you know, make more money and people can get jobs and the economy and the gaming industry can grow. You know, I'm about that because the gaming industry does better, more games, more people in it. That's better for me. That's better for us. You know, we get more titles, we get more stuff. So I've always been that way. So for me, it's fine. Like, but some people are just like they want things to fail. They want people to lose jobs. Like a lot of people like to cast their anger out on others. You know, so yeah, yeah. We can all eat, man. We can all eat. Why wouldn't it have an OLED screen? Probably to save on price. That would probably be the thing that I would think of to save on price. Because if you have an OLED screen, it's probably going to be more expensive. And they want to keep it a certain price. They want to keep it $499. You know? Or sorry, $399, not $499, $399. Nintendo's going to be ready for this time and going to be enough for pre-orders. I think they're going to be ready. I think they're going to be ready for pre-orders as well. The American pay promotion, think even got higher than Japanese. Be the case? Maybe. Who really is that hype for? Seems a bit of a letdown. Who's really that hype for it? Well, there's a 24-minute analysis on Good Vibe Gaming's on Mario Kart 9 trailer. I think that there's probably a bazillion views on this trailer. I've been playing it on replay, but I mean, right now, and I'm gonna refresh it. So right now there is, in 2 hours, it's gotten 1.8 million views with 43,000 comments. So I think people are pretty excited for it. Number 6 on trending and rising. I'm pretty sure it'll be number 1 by the end of the day, or very close to that. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people excited for it when you get 1.8 million views in 2 hours. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there are people that are very excited for it. But I'm not sure what are you let down by. Like, if you like the Nintendo Switch, you're going to get a better Nintendo Switch here. You're going to get new games. You're going to get a direct that's coming up. You're going to get a hands-on experience. So what are you upset about? I think that's probably like the first thing. Is like, what do you want them to do? What are you looking for, you know? Do you think the DK redesign of the movie skin, or does it look like the Donkey Kong and the Mario Kart? I think they might just go with that. And I think that they might go with that maybe for the next, that might be a precursor to the next Donkey Kong game. The next Donkey Kong game they might redesign Donkey Kong to look like the movie. Like, they might be working on that right now, where the next Donkey Kong game is actually going to look more like the movie Donkey Kong, you know, and leave the old Donkey Kong behind, you know? So yeah. Do you think the Neon version on this launch, or be launched sometime after the Neon version? I'm not sure what Neon version you're talking about. I think the hands-on will win a lot of people over. I think the games will win a lot of people over. I think you show Mario Kart, you show Zelda, you show 3D Mario, you show a lot of cool games that will win people over. Just like the Switch 1. People weren't sold 100% on Switch 1. They showed off the games at that presentation. Everyone's like, okay, snap. Yeah, I get Legend of Zelda. I'm going to get Xenoblade. I'm going to get 3D Mario. I'm going to get this game called Octopath. It's a crazy name, but it looks cool. I'm going to get, you know, Shin Megami Tensei. I'm going to get, you know, No More Heroes is coming. So they show games and people get excited more, you know? See, it would be cool if they can put Wii games on Switch. I'm pretty sure they'll have some like ports or something like that, or maybe like a Wii virtual, you know, NSO Wii. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll have something like that. So yeah. Third-party titles are going to sell this thing, and that Mario Kart. I don't know if third-party titles are going to sell this thing. I think it's going to be more of the first-party titles that sell it, especially for a Nintendo system. First-party titles sell this Nintendo system. Like, if Nintendo didn't have Legend of Zelda, let's just say that the Nintendo Switch 1 didn't have Zelda Breath of the Wild. Let's just say that it had third-party games. I guarantee you that system would not have sold. It would not have sold like it sold. It needed Zelda to sell. So you need a lot of first-party games. Now, don't get me wrong. Third-party is definitely going to be needed to help out. But, man, if they don't bring the first-party games, it's not going to sell as good as it should. Now, third-party games, they're third-party games. You can already get them other places. So if they don't run up to somebody's expectations, or if they don't have the type of graphics, sorry, I didn't loop this video. If they don't have the type of graphics that people are looking for, then they're going to get upset. People are going to be like, oh, well, that's not good. Listen, I just talked about it having 1.8. Now that it has 2 million views. Now that it has over 2 million. 200,000 views in like a millisecond. So yeah, man. Like, says Mario all the way. Yeah. So we can agree the return of the Virtual Console on Switch 2? No, I don't think there's going to be a return of the Virtual Console on Switch 2. I think it's going to be the NSO, and I think they're going to just add systems to the NSO. Nope. Because they make way more money off of NSO than they do on Virtual Console. So why would they go back to Virtual Console when they make way more money on NSO? So no. I wish that they added the ability to buy individual games, though. I think that would be cool. But I don't think they're going to go back to Virtual Console. Japan are going to eat up the Switch 2 like a buffet, and third parties definitely going to let their Sony bias get in the way of their own success. Well, I mean, I think that Western third parties are not going to like 100% support, but Japanese third parties are absolutely going to be, it's going to be near 100% support for Japanese developers. It's going to be near. It's going to be very, very near 100% support, you know, for it. The cool guy donated $10. Says, man, oh man, you called that it would launch this week and a couple weeks back. What an exciting time to be alive. Man, that Mario Kart 9 looks active. Them new carts look nice. I'm excited for the next Direct. Let's play Zelda Gerudo Desert Theme. Yes, I got you, man. Actually, wait a minute. I can't since we're playing this trailer, but we'll get it for sure. We'll get it for sure. Wait till Atlas skips the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, they're not. The power of the Switch 2 will likely see GameCube, Wii on NSO. I mean, that could have been probably possible on Switch 1, but yeah, we'll see. Zelda outsold the Switch system in the first month sales. That just goes to show you how important first-party games are. Big love to the cool guy. Thank you for the $10 dono, man. I appreciate that. Big love, though, dude. Seriously, thank you so much for the $10 dono. So do you foresee Switch 2 re-releases like Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Switch 2 version? It'd probably just be patches because there's no point. I mean, I could see Nintendo maybe re-releasing some Switch 2 cartridges like at some point, but it makes sense to more patch it. But there's definitely gonna be people who want like a Switch 2 cartridge, but I don't know if they're gonna be doing that because like Xenoblade Chronicles X just came out or it's coming out, so I don't know if they're gonna be sitting there printing Switch 2 cartridges as well. I think they're probably just gonna release patches. And if you want it, you can get it. If you don't, then you don't. You know. 24 races in Mario Kart is wild. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to keep looping it. I want to loop the actually, let me play the Gerudo Valley real quick. Guru, let me play that music, Guru, and then we'll go back to watching it. Gerudo Gerudo Valley Desert. All right, shout outs, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I don't know why my stream my alert box is not working. Thank you for the $10 though. Charge with the $2. Says Rip Etika, Joy-Con boys will be thinking of you. Joy-Con boys, man. Etika made this possible. Etika was a big reason why the Switch 1 did so well. One of the big reasons why Switch 1 did so well. So shout outs to Etika, man. We wouldn't be here without him. Big love, Chartard. Would be hilarious if Switch 1 outsells the PS5 in Japan after the Switch 2 announcement. Would be hilarious if the Switch 1 still outsells the PS5. I think it probably will. I mean, like, people are still gonna buy Switch 1 even though Switch 2 is out or talked about. I don't get the hate. People love the Switch. They just think it's underpowered down. So all Nintendo need to do is make a more powerful Switch. I'm sad to go back to LCD though. Yeah. Get an OLED TV for sure. Definitely need to get an OLED TV. So yeah. I don't really think people are upset. Like it's just the same people that maybe didn't like Switch 1 that are talking about Switch 2. So if you didn't like Switch 1, then obviously you're probably not gonna like Switch 2. You know, so so I think it's just those people, you know, that didn't like it. Like, oh, well, I don't like this one either, you know, because it's not their preference, which is fine. Hi OJ, looks like $500 for the US for the Switch 2 later on. They haven't revealed any type of price, so I don't know how it looks like anything. So they haven't revealed any price or anything like that. So I don't know how it looks like this or that. They didn't say anything on price. The dedicated people out there that just hate Nintendo, which is fine. People are allowed to not like or like what they want to like, you know, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. I bought Nintendo systems for the first party games. In fact, this is going to be more powerful. The current Switch is better. Third party support is a nice bonus. There you go. No overclock combo. You know what, man? Sellout, I totally forgot to add it because we were in the reaction. So I'd have to go back and add a bunch of stuff. So I'm sorry. I've already been streaming though for longer than I thought that I would. So I knew that there was going to be a bonus stream. So we're going for about 3 hours now. So we've already hit the full overclock. Famitsu sales are out. 57K for Switch, 11K for PS5. Okay, yeah. So what do you think about the backwards compatible message, including the trailer? Some games won't be supported. What games do you think those would be? It'd be stuff like Labo. Like Labo's probably not going to be like where you need to put the Switch 2 in, or like the system into like a thing and look and certain stuff, because the specifications are different. So it'd be games like that. That'd be the type it was. But any normal game like Mario Wonder or like Xenoblade, all that stuff's gonna work like they showed. So it'd be stuff like Labo, or maybe even like Ring Fit Adventure. The Joy-Cons, you know, the Joy-Cons are bigger, so it's not gonna fit into the ring, and like the leg strap. So there's stuff like that. Thank you, crew, with the $5. So I noticed that the Joy-Cons are demoing, hinting mouse function. They have bumpers attached. Yes, there's definitely seems like there's going to be some mouse function for it based off of the reveal trailer. So absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, that could be the case. Let's go back to this reaction here. So we're just gonna loop this trailer for you guys, so you guys can point out anything that you see. We've been pretty much been doing that all day, so you can just point that out. Jason with the Jonin tier pledge. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the Jonin tier pledge. All right, loop. So yeah. Of course, I haven't seen the console in person, but I do think the LCD screen will be that bad. The way people are talking about it, there's still great looking LCD panels. Yeah, I think people are comparing it to the Switch 1 LCD or just older LCDs. But the PS Portal, nobody complains about the PS Portal screen not being OLED. I mean, it'd be nice if it was, but everyone says the PS Portal screen is awesome. So I think once people actually see it, I think it won't be as bad. I mean, obviously it won't be as good as OLED, but it'll be okay. Hey, what's up, Nintendo Prime? Says go time. Yeah, shout out to the Nintendo Prime, man. Good to have you here. Prime, are you busy right now? Or can you come on Discord and talk? Are you busy? Or are you editing or something? D West says, thank you, OJ, to reveal it. I can pop in. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I want you to pop in. Let's go. Let me send you an invite on Discord if you got a little bit of time. Let's get Nintendo Prime in here and let him talk. We're going to, just for, I'll only take about maybe 10, 15 minutes of your time, Prime. That's it. Not much. I just want to get your thoughts on the Switch 2. Let me open up Discord, and then I'll send you a link on Discord. Give me just a second. Or wait a minute, Prime. Ah, here we go. I got you. All right. Let's see here. I can't use my normal cam right now, so it's just going to be audio. So I'm getting Nintendo Prime on the line here, and we're going to talk about stuff. So I'll have this running in the background. We'll just lower the volume. So once he gets in here, that's fine. I'm sending you the voice call right now, Prime. It's about the quality of the panel. Don't mind the LCDs, but yeah, it's about the quality of it. So like, we got to see how good the quality of the LCD is for sure. What's up, T-Dude? Super hyped. Yeah, man. All right, let's give Prime a little bit of time to... I sent you it, Prime, so anytime that you want to join, go ahead and join. I need to get another camera. If I just put up my second camera, I'll be able to do this without worrying about anything. I can just put up 2 cameras, and it'd be no problem at all. Like, I don't know why. I literally have, like, 10 cameras in my house, and I refuse to put up another camera. So let's see here. Even the OG PS Vita was not OLED. I think the OG PS Vita was OLED. It was later they revised it to not be OLED. So the OG PS Vita was OLED, and then they removed the OLED from the PS Vita. I had to use a friend with my current account. Oh, is that the wrong account? Oh, okay, Prime. My bad. So let me disconnect from that. Added you as a friend with my current account. Okay. So friends. All right, here we go. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Accept. I don't know how to use Discord, but I'm just rolling right now. I'm just rolling with this. So let's see here. Why do you need 2 cameras at once? Because it won't allow you to... Streamlabs OBS won't allow you to use the same camera if you're using it on here as a source, unless you use the mirror link or whatever, like Elgato mirror link, and I don't feel like doing that. But if I have 2 cameras, I can just have one setup strictly for Discord and one setup strictly for Streamlabs OBS. That's it. Also with the $16 dono, and he says, great morning, OJ. What an awesome 2-minute preview. It was nice and straight to the point. It was everything we needed. Well, we'll see about the power and upgrade. Hopefully we'll have enough power, you call it. Music request F-Zero. We'll definitely get F-Zero for you after Prime's is Prime. Are you on the call, Prime?
Oh, hell yeah.
Prime, Nintendo Prime, man. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, brother?
I am happy.
You're happy. You are happy. Hold up, let me record this. If you want, you can record it too. Conversations. All right, guys. What's up? We are here. We've got Nintendo Prime on the line for a discussion about the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Prime, one of the biggest... Whoa! One of the first people to start. I heard, man, this man was flossing on Twitter. I love it. You got people hyping it up. Prime, how do you feel right now about this?
Look, all that really matters is that it's here. Like,
yeah.
All the prior videos or rumors and all the haters out there, they can say and do what they want. It doesn't really matter. It's here. And
yeah.
I don't deserve any credit for it. Nate the Hate's the one who put it out there. So
yeah, absolutely. So this trailer, I mean, but we all believed in Nate the Hate, right? Like Nate the Hate got a lot of flack. I know I was able to catch some of the replay of your podcast, and you guys seem to be all kind of on the boat that, you know, yeah, it didn't come tonight, but Nate's going to be right about that. Most of you guys were. I think maybe there was some people that weren't, but I know you were believing in Nate. So to see Nate actually have like that vindication, how he was not worried at all. He was not worried because for some reason people thought that Nintendo was going to announce it beforehand like the Switch 1, but there was no guarantee that they would. So when I was on my stream last night, I was like, listen guys, there's no guarantee that Nintendo's going to make an announcement beforehand, you know?
yeah, like, and look, obviously Nintendo does tend to announce like directs the day before and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like it was said by, I believe it was Andy Robinson, who said it was going to be a teaser trailer, not like a big blowout. So if you look at what they did with the Switch Lite and the Switch OLED, they didn't warn us before they revealed it. They just revealed them. And those both happened under Furukawa. So Furukawa's technically never warned us of a hardware reveal.
That's next level. That's the type of analysis that you're only going to get from somebody who covers Nintendo for the most part. Otherwise, you'll be getting people that say, hey, look, Nintendo announces backwards compatibility. That doesn't mean physical games. It just means digital for right now. Otherwise, you're going to get that type of analysis from people. So keep that in mind, guys. When you're watching this content out there, keep in mind who's actually talking, because there are people that don't know what they're talking about, but they will say things. Good one on that. Good catch on there, Prime. I did not even think about that. Okay, so let's talk about the actual trailer. The trailer is playing. I know you were taking notes. What are the first things that stood out to you about the Nintendo Switch 2? Because it is obviously a Nintendo Switch, but better. But what are the first things that stood out for you?
Next handheld's legit. But setting that aside,
that's the leaker for those who don't know. The leaker who leaked the
AI images, but then like had real images of the Switch. Like it was all real. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Setting that, because like we've never had that kind of leak before, so like that was kind of crazy that actually all turned out to be correct. But setting that aside, no, I think mostly just that it's another Switch. Which is exactly what I wanted Nintendo to do, coming off one of my favorite generations of theirs, and I think they're onto something here with this system. I don't think people are tired of it. I mean, look at the sales in year 8. People are definitely not tired of the concept. So you keep that going. It shows confidence. They could have came out and showed a bunch of games. They're like, nope, Mario Kart. That's all we got to show you right now. Don't worry about it. Jason Schreier put out there afterwards that, hey, Nintendo did this, so third parties can announce their games. Probably going to see a ton of third-party trailers over the next.
I did not see that. I did not know. Okay, so I haven't been on Twitter yet. I've just been focusing on the chat because the chat's just been going crazy today. So I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, so Jason Schreier put that out there. I know Paul Gale Network said yesterday he knows about one third-party trailer that's supposed to drop shortly after the reveal. I don't know if that's today or tomorrow. So that's exciting. But just thinking about the reveal itself, look, everything is as kind of been rumored and reported. It's bigger. It looks like they even showed off mouse functionality, even though they didn't show it being used in the game. They clearly showed the Joy-Con sliding on a table. Like that was really cool. I mean, you can even see the sensors on both Joy-Cons. Like it very clearly looks like that mouse capability seems to be, I don't want to say confirmed until we see it in the game, but I mean, why else are they sliding it on that table?
Yeah, I mean, that's what people pointed out so much, when it comes down to it. What did you think when it comes to the hardware, just a little bit more? What did you think? They didn't have the C button, like C on there, but the button was definitely there. I think that they hit it to not try to give away something. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that's a feature they're going to save to reveal in April. I think they clearly have something there. They just don't want people. I mean, there's already speculation around what it is, but just like we didn't see the OS, we didn't see anything like that. So this wasn't a deep dive. It was literally a tease. So I think that that is a feature they're trying to save. Like I think they tease the mouse feature. They'll show that off in a game next time, unless a third party shows it off first. And then that particular C button, the fact that Jason Schreier said that third parties can now show their games, makes me think the C button isn't related to game anything. But I do think that they're clearly just hiding that. They want to save a surprise. Because right now, even with all the leaks, even with everything out there, we still don't know what that button's for.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you think about the hardware when it comes to the is it pressure sensitive triggers, or is it like it seems like it's regular? Is it digital? What do you think about that on the top?
I think they're digital. Now, to put a little hype into this, the number one thing I saw on my live stream today was like, oh, dude, like this looks neat. It looks clean. It looks like all the renders we've seen. However, did they fix the drift? Next handheld, the guy who's just got vilified today said it was Hall sensing sticks. So
yeah, and Nintendo put out there was a patent that showed that they patented the Hall effect.
Yep.
So, and listen, nobody wants more lawsuits. Nobody wants more lawsuits. Nintendo had so many lawsuits, or had some lawsuits with that, and it was a problem overall. So that's like the last thing that you want, is to go into with the same issue. So yeah, I think the Hall effect there will be better. Let's talk about. So we talked about the hardware. Obviously, it's a bigger Switch. It's a more powerful Switch. Specs wise, let's get into that just a little bit. I know we don't know everything. There's been leaks, but what are your thoughts on the leaked specs? I know you covered it. I watched the video that you put out there. You covered that. I covered it. We're looking like the specs, you know, a little bit better. Steam Deck, you know, portable. Maybe, you know, PlayStation 4. People saying PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox Series S. People are putting all sorts of stuff based on the leaked specs that came out there. And I've always stated, for me personally, you can't compare it to anything. Just like the Switch, it's hard to compare the Switch to anything. It's not PS3 360. It's not quite PS4 Xbox One, but it can play games that would run on the PS4 and Xbox One, but probably wouldn't run on 360 PS3. So like it's one of those things that you can't really compare it. But based off the leaked specs, what do you think about the system?
Look, as you said, you can't direct compare them, especially like when people try to compare it to PS4 or Xbox Series S and stuff like that, because they're completely different architectures that do things in completely different ways, completely different CPUs in these systems. Obviously, even different RAM levels and stuff like that. Like when people are all like, well, you know, it's not even as powerful as like a PS4 or a PS4 Pro. I'm like, well, it's got more RAM than both. So like there are always going to be things that like are better or worse. Depending on how you want to look at things. Like raw rasterization might be worse, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get worse performance because you're using more modern architecture. And then not factored in any of that. And by the way, this is assuming all those clocks and stuff that were leaked are correct. It was like really hard to corroborate because Family Boards was on lockdown yesterday. They just locked shit down. They didn't want anyone coming that wasn't like a big time member. But I feel like that the specs might not be 100% correct because some of the things don't line up with some of the known details from the NVIDIA leak. That being said, we still don't know everything. We don't know what like the L2, L3 cache. We don't know the speeds of that or how big it is. And then beyond all of that, Nintendo Switch has like 5 power profiles. And I kind of feel like they'll probably be more than just these 2 power profiles. Because there'll probably be one that also includes like, hey, if you want a little less battery life, but better performance in handheld, that could be a power profile certain third parties could use. Because they did that with Switch. They lowered battery life for a little extra power for some third parties that wanted it. Now, that might not be at launch. They might simplify it for launch, but I kind of feel like there's going to be more power profiles down the line. I think in the end, you know, if you think about it, just think about what Nate the Hate put out there, right? So he's obviously, he's not going to go out there and do victory laps. That's not the way he is.
He should.
But he should. He absolutely should. He was getting shit on everywhere.
Yeah,
so like,
absolutely.
It. And maybe he says something smug on his next podcast, but he usually doesn't take victory laps. That being said, now that he's right, you got to start thinking, what are the games he said? Well, one of the games he said was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to Switch 2. And that's a PS5 only game, or at least a current gen only game, and not on PS4.
We're going to talk about that. I have a third party segment that we're going to get into, so we're going to talk about that. But before we do, because I think games are important, what do you think about Mario Kart 9 or the next Mario Kart that they showed off? What were your initial thoughts about that?
I mean, obviously it's not the best way to show off a new game for the first time, but they did this with Switch. So, you know, like Mario Odyssey looked a little blurry on the Switch trailer too. What are you going to do? It's not a full screen thing.
YouTube
compression.
YouTube compression and all that.
Yeah. That being said, it looks like it might have 24 player.
It looks like it does. Yeah, that's the thing that we noticed from like the zoom out. You can see like the start lines. Yeah, there's definitely 24. Yeah.
Yeah, it zooms out and you're like, oh shit, that is definitely different. They are doubling the player. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
So, that was exciting. Obviously, you know, the racetrack they just showed very basic parts of that track, so it's not like you learn really anything. I think it looks cool. The Donkey Kong design's new. Looks like more like the movie design.
Yep.
I think that was like the one character design difference that really popped out to me was Donkey Kong. I'm sure there'll be some other ones as well. Look, my number one takeaway from it is when they showed Nintendo Switch in the reveal trailer, the first game they showed was Breath of the Wild. That was a launch game. When they showed off the Nintendo Switch OLED, the first game they showed was Metroid Dread. That came out the same day.
Yep.
Metro, like Mario Kart feels like that's the launch game.
It looks like it's going to be the launch game. A couple things that I noticed, like with the Mario Kart 9 trailer or the next Mario Kart trailer, is that obviously like the draw distance in that level, that like there could be some different ways that you can go. When they do the zoom out, there is like
path thing.
Yeah, there's like paths that are coming from the left and to the right, and they go all the way. So it does seem like almost like that Yoshi course that was from I think the N64 or whatever, then they remade it and all that, but that was a little bit different because there was guided stuff. And even if you look at any of the old courses on Mario Kart 8, the draw distance and how far you can go is severely limited. It is 100% limited. Same thing with like Mario 64, or sorry, not Mario Kart 64. It's so limited on how far you can go. This one seems like you can drive out and kind of go to other places. And if you're having 24 racers, you know, that right there, that doubles the strain, doubles plus the strain on the system. So kind of going back to the hardware, and people are saying, oh, it looks the same. Well, if you have 24 people on the screen, plus you can put out the graphics that looks better, plus you're going to have more details and bigger levels, that right there can kind of show you some of the capabilities of what the Switch 2 can do, in addition to them actually innovating within Mario Kart, having something different. I mean, I don't think anybody guessed. I didn't guess that they would double the count of races. I thought maybe, okay, maybe they'll go up a bit, but I didn't think it was going to be a double. You know, that's a lot.
Like 16 or something.
Yeah.
Or if it is double, it's double because it's double dash style, where there's 2 racers per car.
Mm-hmm.
No, they legitimately looks like there's 24 racers, and like what we saw, people are like, yeah, you have the increased draw distance, definitely some really nice character models and animations, but like we didn't see the item chaos that happens and still runs at 60 FPS, because Mario Kart always runs at 60 FPS. We haven't seen. There's just a lot we haven't seen that we know is part of Mario Kart that's just going to, you know, it's one of those things like, how could Nintendo make a statement with Mario Kart after Mario Kart 8 and be like, it's so much better? Yeah, they're going to have all the stages and have all the, maybe some new items and some crazy stuff going on. But the fact that it's double the racers is literally like, okay, yeah, you ain't playing Switch anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that right there is such a huge benefit, especially online, like the hecticness of Mario Kart and all of that. But there's so many other things that you can do with modes now, right? With 24 people having like the battle mode. Imagine battle mode with that many people, or having different types of modes, or even team racing. Team racing, instead of becoming 6-on-6, now you have 12-on-12. That is a whole different complexion for team racing and for other things. So yeah, that is a huge addition. I think it's bigger than what people like. When you say it, it's one thing. Actually playing, it's a whole other thing, you know. Like it like if you've ever played like 8-player Smash, that is like a feature that it's hard to use because you can't use it online. But if you've ever played 8-player Smash in person, or even just playing 4-player Smash, but doubling that to 8, if you ever have 8 people all playing Smash, it's insane. It's super fun and it's insane. I've done it a couple times, and anytime that I played it, I thought it was just hilarious, and it was like the funniest thing ever. So with Mario Kart, you'll be able to play that online. You won't have to worry about having 24 people in your house. But yeah, I think it's going to be super cool. One of the biggest drawbacks, you know, is kind of taken away now at this point.
Yeah, and they could revamp the entire online, because like we were still rocking the online from Wii U. Like they didn't obviously haven't shown online stuff. They're going to show that later, but I think it's going to be absolutely wild what this game's going to be able to do. I think it's also when I think about it as a launch game, you know, Nintendo usually likes to have 2, right? And they're like one that hits kind of on the casual, broader audience. Well, I think that's what Mario Kart does. It hits on every audience. So then I kind of feel like, well, if those mouse features are there, what if there's some cross-gen with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond at launch?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, people have talked about cross-gen and whether, you know, what they can do for cross-gen or what they can actually have for it. So, I mean, I'm interested to see. Now, I think, you know, kind of going off like the third party, I mean, I guess we can do a little bit of first party stuff. We can talk about that. I don't want to keep you for too much longer. I said 15 minutes. We're already near that. But just real quick, let's talk a little bit. Then we'll talk about third party just after this. But let's talk a little bit about what we could see for other first party games. Now, I think you said, what did Jason Schreier say? Jason Schreier, he confirmed something about.
Yeah, his exact quote on I
Okay.
got it up.
You can pull that up. But I think for me personally, yeah, cross-gen games are definitely a possibility. Chat, people that are watching the video and everything. Cross-gen, I mean, we can see patches. Apparently, you know, for Breath of the Wild, you know, updated 60 frames. I mean, that seems like it might be on the table as well. You know, so yeah, I can definitely see stuff like that.
Yeah, the reason I brought up Metroid Prime 4 is if that mouse capability is true, it's an FPS. It's perfect.
For like the new mouse capability on there. Absolutely, man. That'd be great. I mean, as an option, clearly for people who want to play it that way.
Yeah. So there's what Jason Schreier said, is that if you're wondering, one reason Nintendo randomly dropped a Switch 2 teaser 2.5 months ahead of the proper reveal in April would be to allow third-party companies to start officially announcing their games for the system.
Yeah, okay, so let's jump into that. We'll end the segment on end the video segment on this. Let's talk about those third-party games, because we got a bunch of rumors. You reported on it. I watched the video. Good stuff. I reported on it as well. A bunch of third-party games. Metal Gear Solid Delta. That is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 that's coming. Apparently,
Yeah.
a half dozen Ubisoft games: Assassin's Creed Shadows, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Mario plus Rabbids, The Division, and Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if all those will come, but whatever. There's also been other reports of Atlas, Metaphor ReFantazio, which is a Game of the Year winner, multiple different Game of the Year winners from big websites.
I think it's not PS4, so that should be like a given.
Yeah, exactly. That should be like a given. Persona 3 Reload. That game's also on PlayStation 4. I had heard, so let me give you guys a little bit of other information. Some of you guys might have heard this or not, but I had heard that Nintendo, like, those games were supposed to launch. If the Switch 2 would have launched in 2024, those games would have been there, you know? But obviously Switch 2 did not launch in 2024. It's not going to be out probably till June. That's what I'm guessing based off of how Nintendo did Switch 1 with the reveal in October, direct or presentation in January, and then launch in March. So the reveal now is January, the direct is April, and then 2 months later. So I'm guessing maybe June. But what do you think so far about what third-party games that we can get Nintendo Prime? And is there anything else? Is there any maybe things that you've heard about Nintendo third-party games that are coming over? Because I know you have some sources too. So what do you think?
Okay, so for starters, all the third-party games that have been already reported out there, I think it all makes sense. Obviously, the Rebirth one is one that gets focused on a lot because, again, people are worried about this not being able to get games that are exclusive to the current gen.
Okay, real quick for the chat, Prime, real quick. That's Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Both of those games. Yeah.
Yeah, Remake is supposed to come this year, according to Nate the Hate. Rebirth next year.
Mm-hmm.
But I always bring up Rebirth because like that's the only one of those two that's exclusively on a PS5, which means that Switch 2 can supposedly run games that are exclusive to current gen. At least in terms of how that game is built in particular. We obviously already know the Call of Duty contract as well. Like that's gonna do its thing. Look, I think all those games make sense. I honestly think, if we go all the way back to like last year, it was, who was it? It was some journalist who said like in September of 2 years ago now, September of 2023, that like we're gonna see like when Switch 2 is revealed, like all these third-party trailers have Switch 2 logos in it. I think we're at a point in the industry where if you're a third-party developer and you're not considering putting your game on Switch 2, you're just leaving sales on the table. Switch is coming off 150 million plus gen. Xbox obviously isn't doing well. PlayStation has been okay. It might get boosted by GTA 6 coming up, but it hasn't been doing quite as well as the prior generation. So Nintendo's kind of poised with their games and their partners to quickly become the market leader all over again. And if you're not there and you're not supporting the system day one, people might not be there. Like I think, next week we get that Xbox Direct, right? Like I think a lot of those games are going to be on Switch 2, like Doom: The Dark Ages as an example.
I think it's risky, right? I think it's risky to, if you're a third party, right? Especially if you're a Japanese third party. I think that goes without saying. But
sure.
if this system blows up and you're not there, these are all for-profit companies, It's not charity, So if you're not there and this system blows up and you're not making money, we saw not backlash, but we saw the developers that were, I would say, expressing remorse or expressing like, oh man, if we would have been there earlier. A lot of them Japanese developers were saying it like, man, we should have been there earlier, And I don't think they want to have that problem, especially coming off the, like you said, 150 million selling system and third-party games actually having success. Like The Witcher 3, Doom, these games actually sold. Skyrim, a lot of these big Western third-party games actually sold. So I do think that if the developer can get their game on there, if they have the resources and time, or the publisher, I think they'll do it. I think it won't get everything, but I do think third-party support, based off of what you heard, or based off of what we've heard so far, I do agree with you that we are going to see Metal Gear, we are going to see these Ubisoft titles, which Ubisoft even supported the Wii U at launch, So, or like the Wii U, like until it stops selling, then they're like, all right, we're good.
One big title I'm almost expecting, even though some people think it's crazy, is Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah, very interesting. Go ahead.
There's a massive Monster Hunter audience on Nintendo. That's already proven. Like it could be a 10 million plus seller on Switch 2. Like it would be leaving sales on the table. Now I know there's been talks about how like the trailers and the performance on like PS5 may not look the greatest at the moment. I'm like, that's cool. But like Capcom likes to make money.
Yeah, you know what? And the reason why I think Monster Hunter Wilds is coming is because listen, they're gonna have a huge audience on PC. It's gonna sell crazy like there. It's gonna sell very good on PlayStation and whatever. But if there's an Xbox Series S version of the game, I definitely think they can get that made for the Nintendo Switch 2, unless they're gonna make a completely different Monster Hunter. That'd be the only thing that I would say, like, okay, well, maybe they're just gonna make a different Monster Hunter. But I don't think there's any need to make a wholly different Monster Hunter game this time around. I don't think the power jump is that big of a difference between you know, the Xbox Series S and what you're making there and what you can retrofit to use on a Nintendo Switch 2 compared to like how big of a jump it is from, let's just say, PS4, Xbox One to Nintendo Switch 1, you know?
Yeah. And what's I think anything on Series S can be retrofitted to Switch 2. What's interesting about bringing that up is I didn't even realize this was actually researched by Thunderstash on our podcast. He found out that GTA 6 is already confirmed for Xbox Series S.
Yeah, it's confirmed. It's 100% confirmed. Yeah.
GTA 6, people all saying it can't be on Switch 2. If it's running on Series S, you can't rule it out.
And there's been rumors about, like, some pretty credible rumors about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
And about Tekken 8.
Oh.
You know, and
Yep.
I don't think Tekken is on PlayStation 4, is it? Tekken 8's not on PS4 or PS5. Or no, it's on PS5, sorry, but it's not on PS4, is it?
Sure.
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it is. I don't think Tekken 8 is.
So there's been stuff about Tekken, there's been Red Dead. So there's
And
been a number.
I expect Red Dead 2. I actually know for a fact it was being developed for Switch at one point, and then they just canceled it because they couldn't quite get it where they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And if they were already doing that for Switch, and they brought Red Dead 1, obviously, they're clearly going to bring that to the next one. I think Cyberpunk will come over as well.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, Nate talked about Cyberpunk. He didn't say that it was coming, but I remember in his podcast, him and MVG were like, oh yeah, maybe Cyberpunk comes over, you know?
Yeah. It just makes sense. It even runs on some pretty low end hardware on PC. If people don't really realize, that game's very scalable. And look, just to throw out something that I've heard since you brought up that I know people. I'm not going to name any specific games because I haven't been given permission to do that. But what I can say is, if you like
Prime,
Star
before
Wars,
I'm going to cut you off. No, Prime, we need the deets. You got to tell me right now. You need to blow your source right now. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
If you like Star Wars games, there's a lot of Star Wars games coming.
Okay, so Star Wars, that's the Jedi, what was it? Fallen Order, or what's it called?
I'm not gonna name names.
Well, okay, the Star Wars games that are already out. I'm not saying that yours, but can you just give me the names of the Star Wars games so I can get those names right? I just want to know. Okay, I'll look them up. Screw you. I'll look them up. I can't tell me the name of the game.
Squadrons. You know, there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I just want to know. Star Wars. What's it called? Fallen. Okay, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Nintendo Prime. I'm talking about that game. I'm not saying that you're telling me that game is coming, but Fallen Order.
No, my words get twisted sometimes.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Words can. And then Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Those are the two.
Yes.
There's Squadrons as well. There's Outlaws that came out last year.
All of those games are on PlayStation 4.
Sure. Is Outlaws on PS4? I can't remember.
I think Outlaws launched on PS. Oh no. Outlaws is not on PS4. Sorry, Outlaws is not on PS4.
That was the Ubisoft one.
But yeah, that's the Ubisoft one. But like Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, all of those are on PlayStation 4. They actually went back and ported Survivor to the PlayStation 4. They're like, we need some more sales.
I know about an unannounced Star Wars game that's coming too.
Oh, you heard it here? Did you say this on your show yet, Prime?
Yeah, I said it a couple weeks ago.
Damn it! That's okay. Well, you're hearing it again for the second time. Prime says unannounced Star Wars that's coming to Switch 2?
Yep.
Okay.
And PS5 and Xbox, obviously.
That's fine. It's third party. That's good.
Yeah. Like, this is the thing. Like, I've heard about other games as well. And I know, like, Paul Gale's in your chat right now. I know he's heard about a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, it sounds like third parties are deciding, all the major ones. Obviously, indies are always there to support. They get tons of sales on Nintendo. I think that third parties have realized, the AAAs, that they made a mistake with Switch, and they're not going to make that mistake this time around.
Yeah. It was a pretty big mistake with Switch, because even if you didn't have the big, like, let's just say PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series, whatever games, they could have definitely went back and looked at the 360 and PS3, you know? And a lot of those games didn't come over.
EA even thought that, like, the FIFA games, and even though they were always like old versions, were still worth dropping every year because they were getting enough sales.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
NBA 2K never went anywhere. Got enough sales every year.
Yeah, people would buy that crusty version of NBA 2K and FIFA.
30 FPS is rough.
People would buy those like those actually sold well. You would see them in the top sellers, and it's just like people are buying NBA 2K. And listen, it's really casual fans. People they see it in the store, they see it, and they're like, oh, it's on my Switch, I can play it anywhere, and they barely notice frame rate and the resolution and stuff. It's obviously that audience that just wants to have a portable experience, and they just play casually. You know, it's not the hardcore, you know, FIFA Ultimate Teamer or, you know, hardcore online type of person. And yeah, they sell a lot. So I was really suspect about the basketball games and the football games coming over. But I think that maybe that leads to them actually putting out stuff like Madden, EA having Madden, having college football.
Ridiculous if they're skipping Switch 2 with those games.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous that they skip Switch 1. Like, Madden seems perfect. Like, football practice afterwards. I mean, I played football. We would play Madden on the PS2 back in the day. Yeah. Like, after football practice, like, on like one of those ghetto PS2 screens.
In the locker room, man.
Yeah.
After practice, every time.
Yeah, and like, you know, when I would go back and I'd see like my old high school and I go, you know, see the team, and people had Switches in there, man. They were playing games afterwards. They were playing on Nintendo Switch and all that. And I remember back in the day when I was playing football, like we had a Game Boy Advance, you know. We had like DS. I was already old.
Yeah, DS was after I was graduating.
Oh
so
yeah, I'd already been. DS.
I already been out of that life.
yeah. So for me, it was like Game Boy and it was GBA, and people would even be playing that. So, I mean, I would see all sorts of Switch. So, to not have Madden there was... And I remember people would always ask because they know I'm the video game guy. They're like, yo, when's Madden coming? And I'm like, bro, I don't know when Madden's coming. Like, I don't know. People want to play it on their Switch. So, yeah, man, like... All right, then, Prime, man. I think we've exhausted at least for right now. I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of stuff. I want to thank you, Prime, for coming on to the stream. I will definitely, you know, drop in on your Nintendo Byte podcast when I can. Or if you want to have me on just for an individual conversation. Where can everyone find you at, though, good sir?
Yeah, it's Nintendo Prime everywhere. Twitter, Blue Sky. I'm not that active on Blue Sky, but YouTube is my primary gig. You know, I got a big Nintendo Byte bonus podcast tonight with like 10 different YouTubers coming on. So that's gonna be like the next big exciting thing. I mean, I have a video coming out today, as I'm sure everyone does. But
yeah, more the merrier for that one. So Prime, I want to thank you for being a good sport with me, having patience with me like you always do. People thought that we hate each other, and that is not the case.
Yeah.
I was just being a douchebag. I'll admit, I was just being a douche. I consider Prime a friend. Guys, one time when I was down, Prime gave me $100 to take out my family. He's a friend. He always will be a friend. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right. I was just being a douchebag to him. So I appreciate you, Prime.
2 arrows begun now. We're good, right?
Yeah, well, no, we were good before. I was just being a douchebag. I do that to my friends. That's why I don't have a lot. So
I'm gonna put one in my title or in my thumbnail for you today. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm rusty with it.
That's why I don't have any friends, Prime, because I treat them like you sometimes.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
It's okay. All right, man. Hey, Prime, thanks for coming on, though, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, man. You have a good day.
You too, man. All right, so yeah, good conversation with Prime. I will have that video. I'm gonna edit that video now. I'm gonna edit it, chop it up, so you guys can watch it individually if you missed it or if you came in late. I do want to go over some of the super chats that came through as well. Big love to Jason. Thank you for the Jonin tier. Another artist as they tease the mouse cons. Yes, Ashoka Tano with the $5. And says, I will be fine graphically if the Switch 2 is around Xbox or PS4. It's probably going to be better than that based off of some of the stuff that we're seeing here. People expecting PS5 level graphics are just haters. Shokatano with the 5 says, can't wait to see Xenoblade Chronicles 4. Luigi's Mansion 4 looks and plays like on Switch 2. Yep. Paul Gales with the $2 says, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire confirmed. Nintendo Switch 2. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. Okay, I don't know what that is. But yeah, that's confirmed. King Cagney with the 21 months. As well. Captain Beatdown is here. It says, you heard of a streaming platform called... No, I haven't heard of that streaming platform. I have not heard about it. So, yeah. Good stuff, guys. So, I think we've pretty much exhausted everything that we can talk about here at this point, guys. I don't know if there's anything else that we can go over that we haven't. Of course, this podcast will be live for you guys to watch after the stream. You guys can definitely check it out. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out. We had a huge stream. I think we peaked at like 1,000 people plus. It was a random trailer out of nowhere. Nintendo just dropping a random trailer out of nowhere, which is just crazy. So here's the trailer if you haven't seen it, but it's been running this whole time. So yeah, man, I want to say thank you to everybody that came out to tonight's stream or this morning's stream. I'll have videos for you guys all day. We're going to be, oh my God, we're going to be talking about stuff all day, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of different stuff going up. So yeah, look forward to that, man. Look forward to it. So thank you guys so much for coming out to today's stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. I'll edit that video and I'll have it up for you guys individually. I'll put in some trailers and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next videos. They'll be up. I'll be editing all day today. I'll be recording more videos too. So all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Says OJ real quick. All right, what do you want to say, House Gang? So yeah, Iron Tiger, I think we need to wait before you start talking about CPU and limiting and all that. You need to wait and see how DLSS is done and how it actually interacts with the cores and stuff like that, and how the RAM works with everything. Right now, you're basing it off of a leaked spec sheet, and that leaked spec sheet is, one, not confirmed, and two, you don't know how to use hardware, or you don't know how the hardware is going to work with DLSS and how it's going to work with each of its cores. So before you start saying it's a hardware limited, it's going to be this and that, let's wait till the games actually come out, and then from there, we can compare to Xbox Series S, or we can compare to see how it works. One-to-one comparisons are never a good idea, because once again, it's a custom hardware. So just like, instead of arguing with everybody in the chat, let's just wait and see. Wait and see. When the system comes out, when the games launch, there's going to be games that are only that come to Xbox Series S, and there's going to be comparisons. So when the comparisons come out, then you can take your victory lap about the CPU or not. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of arguing about the specs and what it is if it's not, and when we know that there's going to be games that are coming from Xbox Series S and Xbox One X and PlayStation 5. Just wait. Just wait till then. And when the games come out, you can do the comparison then. And then we can compare. If the CPU is a big problem, or if the system is limiting, then we'll know. We'll know right there. If it doesn't matter, based off of the architecture and design and DLSS and what they're doing with the new system, then we'll know. So there's no point in sitting here and going back and forth and arguing spec sheets when that's irrelevant at the end of the day. It works. It's a completely different type of system. It's a different architecture. x86 compared to ARM. There's so many different things. So it's silly to sit there and compare a spec sheet. Digital Foundry has even stated that. Anybody that knows anything about tech, MVG has stated that. Nate has stated that. Anybody that knows anything about tech has stated that. So right now it's silly to sit there and go back and forth about the CPU. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, like, wait till the system, till we actually get it. Like I said, it's confirmed at this point that there will be games that are not on PS4 and Xbox One, at least not at first originally, that are on Nintendo Switch 2. So we'll see how the CPU works. If the CPU is not good, or if it's trash, or it shouldn't be able to run Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It really shouldn't be able to run it at all if the CPU is so much worse than the Xbox Series S and all that. So we'll find out. You know, that's all we got to do. We got to wait. We got to wait. And the games that are coming, we'll find out. If the CPU is so bad and it lags on everything, we'll find out. We'll know very shortly here. So that's all you got to do. You just got to wait for the games to be coming. We got a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct coming up. The system's probably going to launch in June. So just wait. Just wait. Instead of arguing back and forth, just wait. Just wait and see. See, OJ, I just want to say that Brazil said Direct in February. Yeah, Nate already said Direct, that there could be a Direct in February. So there's also that. There's no confirmation on the specs or anything right now. So I think it's just better if we wait. People arguing about the leaked specs and what it can and can't do. It's always from non-developers, people that are just looking at spec sheets. It's literally a different system. Once again, it's going to have DLSS. It's going to have other things that, you know, in terms of it doubles the cores from what we saw from Switch 1 to Switch 2. So we got to wait and see how the system works. We got to see for the teardown, and then we got to see the games. I think that's going to be the most important, because once again, there will be games that are on Xbox Series S, of course, and on Nintendo Switch 2. So we'll just do a comparison. Why argue about the specs and what it can or what it can't do or what's going to be limited when there will be games that are on there? What's the point? I don't get it. So just hold your horses, guys. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses on there. So yeah. Developers calling the CPU like they did with the Wii U. It's concern trolling at this point. Yeah, like I said, let's just wait. You know, wait for it. So yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome, and we will see you guys for the next one. I'm gonna have some videos edited for you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, guys, peace.